Okay, y'all heard me? Crosswalks? Oh my god, why I gotta do a capture? Bro, what is this? Come on, man. Damn. Motherfuckers got me doing a capture clicking crosswalks and they keep loading up new crosswalks. Come on with this bullshit, man. Oh my god. It's the one where you click the picture and it disappears, man. Crosswalks keep coming up. Damn. Alright, there you go. What the fuck? Let me see if I'm live right now, man. Damn. What type of bullshit going on at this motherfucker, man? Keep running. Wrong microphone on. Jesus Christ. Keep on running. Hold on. This joint might have sounded crazy. I'm gonna have to rewind the goddamn stream, man. Shit. Keep running. Hold on. And I started the stream off wrong. I'm bugging. I'm about to get up out of here and restart it. I ain't even say my famous line, bro. I'm in this whole bugging. I'm about to get up out of here and restart it. Let me see. Goddamn. Let me see what this shit's on like. Folks, oh my god, why I gotta do a capture? Alright. Fuck it. Are we live, bruh? Are we live, bruh? Is this Jack Move live, bruh? I think I'm live right now. I already checked and saw, but let me see if I'm live right now. We live right now. What's good, my boys? Okay, now I meant to do this earlier, man, at like 1 o'clock, but had to go out, you know what I mean, kick it with a couple of the family, man. I had to go get something to eat, you know what I mean. I had to go, goddamn me, and I said I was gonna host space with BG today. Did a very dope space on The Last of Us Part 2. You know I love to talk about The Last of Us Part 2, man. Almost as much as I love to talk about JiggyMerch.com. Get in tune. Okay, what else? So, I wasn't planning on doing this today, but, you know, some pretty interesting news came out from the boys over there at PlayStation. My goddamn back already hurt. Fuck. Tired. I was not meant to be streaming right now. But some interesting news came out about the boys over there at PlayStation, man. They announced a new initiative or a new streaming service. I don't fucking know, man. I know what the idea is, but I did not read the article. I just read the bullet points, right? Just like a black person. You don't read. If you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book, all right? Or put it on JiggyMerch.com. Get in tune. All right, so look. We're going to read the article. I think I'm going to read the article. I don't feel like reading. Matter of fact, I'm still in the process of learning how to. I don't know how to read, okay? Much like y'all don't know how to read and comprehend. I'm just like y'all boys. Except I'm a little bit cute, all right? So, is that mic mounted on your mattress? Yeah, it's like your mother. You like how I did a your mother joke. It's 2021, Lee. I'm going to get on your ass, okay? Just like I get on your mother ass, okay? Anywho, we're back. I'm going to read the donations. Okay, so they got a new situation called PlayStation Spartacus, okay? Hold on, what is this? No, just chatting. We gonna pull this goddamn article up, man. I ain't got nothing prepared. I just got the space with BG. I think it's still going on, but my goddamn phone kept fuck. God damn. My goddamn back hurting, bro. Shit. Oh my god. God damn, why the fuck my back hurting so much, man? Feel like a couple of y'all, you know, a couple of y'all girls out there, man, getting. Never mind, let me fall back. Okay, where we at? I'm finna find this article, man. We're gonna talk about it. Then we gonna get up out of here. Let's see, what is this called? PlayStation Spartacus, and then I said Sony man's taking L's. We gonna get into all that, man. And I might have a couple of y'all. See, I don't feel like having a couple of y'all come and tell me how y'all think about it, because I don't give a fuck about how y'all think about it, right? I'm not watching y'all, y'all watching me, okay? So that's how that work. Respectfully. Let's see here. It's on Bloomberg.com. Oh, man, I see. Bloomberg got this shit where they want you to goddamn me sign up for a newsletter and sign over your fucking baby mom. I'm not doing all this, bruh. Ah, damn. The fuck wrong with them? Let's see if I can put this. I need my webcam over. This is a disaster, people. We're going to talk about this PlayStation Spartacus shit. And we're going to get the fuck up out of here. I'm going to get the fuck up out of here because, I about to lie and say I got stuff to do, but I don't. But hell, it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, let's see here. I'm tired, bro. I'm so fucking tired today, bro. I didn't want to do this, bro. But I feel I have to. Y'all gonna ask me, Jack Moo, how do you... I'm pretending like I'm popular and shit. Y'all gonna ask me how I feel, man. You know, big whack move. I'm lying and shit. All right, so look. Let me see if I can read this real quick. I'm reading it off this little ass screen. Let me see if I can see what it say. It says, PlayStation plans new service to take on Xbox Game Pass. Now, by this title alone has brought up a lot of contention, a lot of anger, angst in the community, right? Because if you don't know, they're planning on merging PS Now with PS Plus. It's codenamed PlayStation Spartacus. Now, the reason this article title alone got a lot of people upset in their feelings is because Xbox guys, but all non-PlayStation gamers feel that PlayStation is now, you know, taking the lead from Xbox and they're mimicking Xbox Game Pass. That's subjective. It might be the case and it might not. A lot of PlayStation fans feel like this was the original plan of PS Now to begin with, right? Which is also true. I feel like both sides are true. You know, I'm not one of them motherfuckers that I'm not a neutral person, but I feel like everybody is sort of right in this situation. But anywho, let's see. Can I read this shit? This shit's small as hell. Say Sony Group Corp PlayStation is planning a new subscription service to compete with rival Microsoft Corp's popular Xbox Game Pass. According to people familiar with Sony's plan and documents reviewed by Bloomberg, the service, codenamed Spartacus, will allow PlayStation owners to pay a monthly fee for access to a catalog of modern and classic games, said the people. This shit really small, so y'all got to bear with me. Who asked not to be identified because they weren't authorized to speak to the press about the plans. The offering will likely be available on the smash hit PlayStation 4, which has sold more than 116 million units, and it's elusive. I think elusive successor to PlayStation 5, which launched more than a year ago. But it's still difficult to buy due to supply chain issues. Yeah. I'm trying to get to the details. All this shit ain't important, bro. Maybe it is important. Let me just keep reading. Fuck it. It says when it launches, expected in the spring, the service will merge Sony's two existing subscription plans, PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now. Currently, PlayStation Plus is required for most online multiplayer games and offers free monthly titles, while PlayStation Now allows users to stream or download older games. Documents reviewed by Bloomberg suggest that Sony plans to retain the PlayStation Plus branding, but phase out PlayStation Now. So, first of all, so from what we're gathering here, it's going to continue to be called PlayStation Plus, right? But PlayStation Now, as we know it, is going away. Technically. In name, it's going away, but in theory, in practice, it will still be there, which is a good thing. And it will also just be like how it's pretty much, you know, how Game Pass Ultimate. I know PlayStation fans, don't crucify me, okay? You know how Game Pass Ultimate is like games, what is it? Xbox Gamer Gold, whatever the fuck that stupid ass Xbox Live Gold. It's like Xbox Live Gold mixed with Game Pass, right? And they call it Xbox Game Pass. All this nomenclature, this naming conventions. This shit getting me confused. You got Xbox Series S, X. I'm sad edition. Game Pass with gold games with gold. PlayStation Now, PlayStation Play. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm getting confused my goddamn self. Okay, goddamn. But anyway. Pretty much they merging the shit, okay? Can we understand that they putting the shit together, man, okay? Which they should have done years ago, all right? Now it says, details on Spartacus may still not be finalized, but documentation reviewed by Bloomberg. I like how they keep pointing out that they reviewed Bloomberg. If it's one thing I've gathered from this article is that y'all reviewed the goddamn documents, man. This is the third time in 4 paragraphs that you've let us know that you've reviewed these goddamn we understand that you have reviewed and you have exclusive documents, okay? Don't mention this shit no fucking more, man. God damn. Okay, we get it, bro. Shit. Hold on. I thought I like to repeat myself. This shit is crazy. Details on Spartacus may still not be finalized, but documentation reviewed by Bloomberg outlines a service with 3 tiers. The first tier would include existing PlayStation Plus benefits, which ain't shit. If we being real, I don't give a fuck what side you on. Blue, green, it don't matter. PlayStation Plus ain't giving us shit currently, okay? Matter of fact, y'all mock PlayStation Plus. If I wanted a game, I would just purchase it. Support the developers. I love paying $70 for games. That's what type of time Sony mans are on, right? You damn near feel like you're getting a slapping. I know everybody on PlayStation balling. I know y'all fucking the baddest bitches. Y'all got all the money. You feel like that's a slap in the face. You get a free game, right? What's crazy? When you criticize the free games, they get mad about that too. I said, damn, they giving away a Godfall demo? What type of nutty? Well, Jack Move, technically, it's not a demo. It's in-game content. You don't want to play the campaign anyway. How the fuck you know what I want? Anyway. So it's bad when they give you the free games, but you wanted the free in the free games. You see how that work? I can't call it, all right? I'm just a YouTuber. A bad one at that. Anyway. Where did I stop reading? Okay, I see. It says the first would include existing PlayStation Plus benefits. Okay, that's what I read. The second would offer a large catalog of PlayStation 4, and this is where it gets interesting. Eventually, PlayStation 5 games. Now, currently, PlayStation Now, as it is known, does not have any PlayStation 5 games in it. Currently, PlayStation Now, as it is now known, currently, PS Now is on the PC platform. So, if I, put 2 and 2 together, I'm not a mathematician, but hell, I think I can add this up. Eventually, PlayStation 5 games, more PlayStation 5 games will be available via PS Now or via, I don't fucking know. I'm not an English teacher either. Via is invasive eyes. Catch up again. I don't fucking know, okay? I'm pissed off right now. I'm trying to tell y'all that you will be able to access more PS5 games through PS Now, codenamed Spartacus, okay? I'm bringing you up to tell you about something that happened in the spaces later, even if I ever get to that part. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, right? Anyway, the third tier would add extended demos, okay, game streaming, and a library of classic PS1, PS2, PS3, and PSP games. A representative for PlayStation didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. Now, this is also pretty big news, because originally, when they announced PS Now, they named all those platforms except PS3 and PS4, because they said when we launched this, we wanted to be on a multitude of platforms. We want to have every PlayStation game ever that ever came out on this motherfucker, right? Now, they said this like 2012, 2013. My shit is 2012, 2013. They said this. And I've been waiting since 2012, 2013. Well, what the hell? My shit was laying. Hold on. Let me raise this bit back up. What the fuck? I've been waiting since 2012, 2013 when they said this, and they have not ever fulfilled on their promise. This is something else that it really irritates me with this community, right? Phil Spencer. You ask the average gamer, Phil Spencer's a liar. The average PlayStation gamer, Phil Spencer's a liar. He's this, he's that. Mike Ybarra, liar. Satya Nadal, liar. Aaron Green, liar. You can't believe nothing they see. Nothing they say. Some of these devs, liars. They all liars, right? But why is it when a PlayStation executive say something, they telling you the truth or they're being disingenuous, right? I got into it today in the space. We're going to get to it, but I said, you remember when they said all these PlayStation games wasn't possible without the power of the PS5? Well, who said that, Jack Move? Who said? I ain't never heard that. Come on, bro. You can play stupid with them niggas that watch your channel because they got to be dumb to watch your channel, okay? They got to be dumb to watch your goddamn channel, nigga. You can't be stupid with me. This big whack move talking to you. See what I'm saying? This big nigga. I'm the big nigga around this motherfucker, okay? I paid away for a lot of you niggas. Yeah, that's me. Big nigga. That's me. You can't be stupid with me, bro. You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Matter of fact, let me pull up that goddamn video clip. Let me pull up that goddamn. Since y'all remember, I'm gonna let you remember. I'm gonna show you how to remember, right? Fuck going on, man? You don't remember. You don't recall, huh? It's hazy. It's hazy. You look different in the light. Let me show you something. Let me go to my timeline. Since I'm a liar. Since I retweet, I said, so he was just playing, huh? He was just playing on this video clip I just sent you. This nigga said he wasn't lying. He was just being disingenuous. Disingenuous and lying damn near the same thing, right? If I tell you, hey bro, I'm gonna come through Friday with some chicken wings. We gonna play Yahtzee. I got some bad bitches coming over, all that. You gonna be like, damn, bro, word, all right, cool. Then I show up with a bitch with a peg leg, my grandma, and goddamn some Philly cheesesteaks that got rat meat in them. You gonna be like, what the fuck, Jack? Why did you lie to me, man? I'm not doing none of this. I'm gonna be like, bro, first of all, check your tone, right? I didn't lie to you. I'm just being disingenuous. You probably end up shooting me in my goddamn face, right? Which, I can't tell you how to respond, but hell, I know how I would respond. Did I lie to you? Yes, I did. Was I being disingenuous? Yes, I was. Is it the same thing? Absolutely. We're not playing this game, right? Speaking of games, I know y'all don't play those games. We're not playing that game, though. That game specifically where you act willfully ignorant, we're not doing that, okay? Because that is ridiculous, what you're telling me. Anyway, somebody turned off the air. I'm about to start raging in this motherfucker. You know I get angry when the air ain't on. You know I get angry when the air ain't on. Oh my God, I got the hoodie on. I'm sweating. Hold on.
We hope you've enjoyed the...
Nope, Jim Ryan. Hold on, fam. Now, this is from the PlayStation launch reveal event. This is where, you remember, I know who it was, Guapzilla. Now, Guapzilla followed me on Twitter. I don't follow him. Guapzilla, he comes off as a learned guy. I think Guapzilla is a goddamn imbecile. And I say that respectfully. A lot of shit he said don't make no fucking sense. We got an argument about Returnal. I remember he was arguing the game and he was like, well, the game got a higher Metacritic, it's a better game. Then he started talking about how Hades was a worse game than Returnal. I said, but Hades got a higher Metacritic than Returnal. He said, yeah, by a little bit. Does it matter, my nigga? Like, you said what you said, right? Didn't you say what you said? But now it matter? Okay, cool. I digress. So, he was in the space cabin. What game runs on RDNA? I can't with these niggas. Specifically. It was him and King Thrash, okay? King Thrash was like, hold on, my nigga, what the fuck did you say? Nigga, this is being disingenuous, nigga. He ain't say that shit, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? He never say that shit, nigga. Like, if you like, subscribe. If you don't subscribe. I'm like, what the fuck? Nigga, what are you talking about? Is this a recording? This nigga came here and put on one of his videos. It's no way he's talking like this in a regular conversation. This shit is crazy. So they said, Jack Move, where do you get your information from? I said, this man right here.
Enjoyed the first glimpse of our future today. You've seen our most striking console design yet. And you've seen games that can only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5's features and power.
What?
At PlayStation, we believe...
What? Hold on. So if that's the case, why is Horizon Forbidden West? Why would you? Why you tell me this, Jim Ryan? Ain't Sackboy a cross-gen game? Hey, what about all this SSD hot shit? RDNA 2 IO throughput. I thought this shit wasn't possible on nothing but a goddamn PS5 or a supercomputer, right? So now you're telling me this can only be done on a PS5, but when the games come out, they on PS4. Now why do I have a hard time believing this man? This man specifically. Why do I have a hard time believing him? Now, I was told he not lying. He just being disingenuous. Bitch, what the fuck is the difference? Hold on, let's run it back.
and you've seen games that can only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5's features and power.
Features and power? Hold on, what'd you say?
And you've seen games that can only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5.
One more time for the niggas in the back.
And you've seen games that can only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5's features and power.
Boy, if that ain't cap, hey, this nigga need to fuck PlayStation. He need to go work at Lids. Oh, the cap this nigga just threw at me, god damn. He need to go work at Lids, okay? He in the wrong profession. He need to go start selling bowler hats at this motherfucker. This nigga workplace should look like a customization of The Last of Us, goddamn. Give me a goddamn top hat, nigga. This shit crazy. Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted by niggas not knowing what the fuck I done said, they gon' act, this what pissed me off. They act like they never heard this shit. He ain't never say that. What the fuck is this? Is this a deep fake? I can barely turn on the stream. Is this a deep fake? Did I make this up? Is this not a real video? Where did I get this from? Is that not Jim Ryan, head of PlayStation? Is that not him? Maybe I'm confused. Oh, let me guess. I'm confused, right? I am blind and whatnot. Maybe that's goddamn Willie Nelson or somebody. So I'm just gonna take that off the stream. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Fuck out of here. Anyway. What the fuck is this? What is I guess we read the whole, who the hell is this? What the fuck? Oh, all right, we ain't done read. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, did I read this? Details on Spartacus may still not be fun. No, that's I read that. It says, although the PlayStation outsold the Xbox in recent years, Sony has lagged behind Microsoft on the subscription front. Oh man, say it ain't so. With this new structure, Sony will look to compete with an Xbox feature that has been popular and lucrative. Okay, let's see here. What else we get? It says, I got a message on who that is that my boy Deezy? What's good, Deezy? What you doing, bro? Good with you, man? Part of my science is acting up. Hold on, I need my phone. I don't know why this woman turned the air off while I'm streaming, bro. Microsoft Game Pass, which is often dubbed the Netflix of video games, has more than 18 million subscribers. It allows users to pay $10 to $15 a month for unlimited access to several hundred games. Xbox has built its overall strategy around the service in recent years, putting all of its internally published games on Game Pass as soon as they're released. Xbox has also made a big acquisition such as Bethesda Softworks last year for $7.5 billion, which, let's see, with the goal of bolstering the Game Pass library. Once again, I can barely see this shit. I'm sorry, y'all. Sony is also putting resources into expanding its efforts in cloud gaming. The people familiar with the plan said Microsoft xCloud game streaming service became widely available earlier this year. Okay? God damn. Who the fuck turned her off? Got my sound acting up. I think that's all we need to read, bro. That's all we need to read, bro. So, hold on, I gotta blow my nose, man. My sound's fucked up. So, god damn. Got some gungas going on. How do I feel about this announcement? Me personally, I like the announcement. I'll even go as far as to say I love the announcement, right? Because like I said in the spaces earlier, I'm going to probably regurgitate a lot of things that I said. It's just, it goes with it, man. You got to remember, I do like 4 podcasts a week. I got to say the same shit over and over and over and over again. And people don't listen, but that's neither here nor there. Ever since PS Now has been a thing, I thought that they could do more with it. They told me they were going to do more with it. They never did more with it. This is a long time coming. I'm excited. I'm excited personally. A lot of PlayStation guys. See, this is where the Sony mans take a L. They've spent so much time critiquing Game Pass, and I'm guilty of this somewhat, even though I've had Game Pass for a couple of years. Is it really lucrative? Is it really profitable? Now this is just fuckboy game and talk, you know. Me personally, I don't give a fuck if Microsoft go bankrupt tomorrow. See, me personally, I don't give a fuck. But it's just, you know, it's fun talk to do in the gaming circle. I never get mad at somebody talking about the financials of gaming. It's nothing wrong with that, you know. But we spent so much time, you know, dick sucking $70 games, dick sucking Jim Ryan. So now it ain't got to the point where if they want to support this, they gonna look like clowns and goofies and hypocrites. This is why I always tell y'all, man, y'all got to stop being so. You got to stop speaking in absolutes, bro. You got to stop speaking in absolutes, bro, because you never know when the shit gonna happen to y'all, bro. We clowned them for the games going on PC. Y'all were there. You were there in 2016 when they announced Quantum Break going to PC Steam. And then the whole Xbox has no games. The whole narrative changed. Not only do they have no games, the few games they do have are no longer exclusive. They're going to be on PC. Sony mans, we got a good chuckle. We got a good 4 or 5 year laugh. Me included. Laugh. Look at them. No games. L, your shit on PC. L, nigga. L. We all laugh. We all ridicule. Mocked. But then Big Jimbo and Herman whole squarehead ass came out and said, hey man, hey, we got something for y'all. Hold my DualShock. I got something for you. We finna do the same shit. And I was always one of those guys, right? I'm not a businessman. I try to do my little business. I'm not a businessman, okay? But I always said, why in the fuck would a first place company such as Sony PlayStation follow in the lead of a last place Xbox? And I never truly got my answer, right? But I don't need an answer because they're doing it. Games on PC, not a problem. Now, I had a problem with games coming to PC. I said, fuck, I might have to stop quit gaming if games come to PC. I'm done, bro. I'm out of here, right? Then I saw the games on PC. I saw the sales numbers, and they were fucking abysmal, right? There's no way around it. They were fucking abysmal. I don't give a fuck how old the game is. They were bad. They were bad sales, okay? Horizon Zero Dawn sold like 1.3 million in like 2 years, okay? If it sold that much, if Horizon Zero Dawn sold $1.3 million, 1.3 million units on the PlayStation in 2 years, Jim Ryan would be dangling from a ceiling fan right now. And I say that with the utmost respect. Shuhei Yoshida would be goddamn ass over tea kettle, drunk off sake, plotting it. He was about to risk it all, okay? They wouldn't even have a fucking job right now. Sony wouldn't have no fucking holding in the video game industry if their games were selling 1 or 2 million copies a piece, right? But you know, us as gamers, we held them down because they held us down. 20 million copies of God of War sold. That puts it in line with one of the top 100 selling games of all time. Game had been around since the goddamn 70s. And little old God of War from 2018 is one of the best selling games of all time. I even think Horizon sold around 15 to 18 million copies on PlayStation alone. Uncharted 4 sold around 20 million copies on PlayStation alone. The Last of Us 1, around 20 million copies between the PS3 and the PS4. These numbers are crazy, people. In the grand scheme of things, these numbers is insane. These are some of the top selling games of all time, okay? They really can't be disputed or argued. They made millions, probably even damn near billions off these fucking games, right? But they said that's not enough. We want to put the shit on PC. Now, at first, this angered Jack Moo. Jack Moo was upset. Damn. This how you do me? I felt like Denzel and goddamn Training Day. I'm like, I felt like goddamn Franklin Saint and goddamn, I laid this shit down brick by brick. This how you do me? You want to get mad over how a nigga talk? I was on that type. I'm building a case on all you motherfuckers. Pelican Bay, all that shit. I'm in my room steaming. I'm like, bro, it's got to be something else I could be mad at right now. They really doing this to Jack move? I done took my funky ass up there. I done braved a snowstorm to goddamn buy what's that bullshit I bought? The Order 1886 that I beat in a day? I beat this shit in a day at full price and traded it in the next day for $47. Like I said, I'm not a mathematician, but this shit didn't add up to me. I was putting in work in these what is it, the gaming streets? I don't fucking know. What's this shit Paris say? Does owning a PS4 give you street cred? Yeah, nigga! I was riding for my team! Blue flag, nigga, no crip! No crip, no GD. I was riding for them PlayStation niggas, alright? Yeah, it do give me... Listen, you might fuck around get hit with a platinum trophy fucking with me. I was putting in work, okay? Me, Optimus Code, goddamn. Hard 8 and BG line asses. They trying to act like they PC niggas. Me, BG, Hard 8, Black Bond, all these niggas, man. We was really out in these streets getting it in. We was really in that field for real, okay? That's how y'all do us. That's how you do us, PlayStation. What the fuck going on, baby? Why you do us like this? Me specifically. I was really hurt. I was really hurt. But when I saw the sales figures, I said, hell, bring all the motherfuckers to PC because they ain't gonna buy them. Full slate. I'm with the movement. Full slate, okay? I need that. Release the motherfuckers day and date. You're not gonna buy them. PC gamers, this is what I want to remember. PC gamers don't play games. I was like, oh, fuck, they still playing Diablo 2? Goddamn, what's that shit, Icewind Dale? Alex showed us a game he was playing. This motherfucker had to came out the same year as my grandma, nigga. I said, what the fuck? What is these graphics? Top-down asymmetrical dog shit. I said, nigga, you playing this? You the nigga that be making fun of me for the shit I be playing? Is this the Twilight Zone out this motherfucker? Listen, man. Listen. I don't know, dog. I don't know, bro. Listen. I didn't even lost my train of thought. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. What was I talking about, man? Oh, PlayStation Spartacus. I like the idea. I think it's a good idea. There's a couple of points that we don't know the full details. So, a couple of details we don't know. Are you going to be able to purchase the game? Okay, you see, they got the library of games. Say, for instance, I want to purchase one of those PSP games that's available. Can I do that? Can I purchase it separately? Who knows? I don't think they're going to be able to purchase them separately. I hope that's an option, but I don't know. We don't know. What else? We don't know the price. What's the price of Tier 3 going to be? This is combining PS Now and PS Plus. If I had an opinion, I think Tier 3, a year subscription is going to be around $90, okay? Right now, if you get a year of PS Plus and a year of PS Now, you're looking at about $120, right? I think once they combine them, it's going to be around $90 for the year. I could be wrong, but hell, I'm usually right. What else is people asking about this shit? Are you going to be able to download the games natively? I think certain games will be able to download natively. Like if you're on a PS5, I believe you'll be able to download the PS5 games natively and the PS4 games natively. I don't see, unless they're doing some reverse engineering and actually putting in work with these PS3 games, they need the cell architecture to run natively, right? And there's no cell. I don't even think the cell architecture is still, I don't think that's even still being made, right? So that's kind of ancient hardware at this point. I don't think are they gonna release a new PlayStation that can only run this shit? Like if you want to download them native, get this new PlayStation that got some type of cell. They're not doing all that, right? So I think those are still gonna be, downloaded through the cloud and shit like that. And I mentioned in the space how a lot of these games are gonna be emulated, and I think Puertorock was in there. He was like, "Hold on, Jamo, why would they emulate the game, bro? PlayStation already emulate games, baby. The PS2 games to PS4." The PS2 games you can play on PS4, guess what? Those are emulated. Did you know that? Those are emulated, yeah. Did you know that every game Nintendo releases on their services, you know that Sega shit they got going on, that Nintendo online shit, 100% of those games are emulated. Did you know that? Did you know that all them, they use ROM, they be emulating all that shit. The Nintendo Classic, those are ROMs and emulate. They not using native games that they got, bro. They not. It was proven that they not. They data mined the shit. So emulation of games is nothing new. Matter of fact, the PC already has a pretty stable PS4 emulator. So they probably do a little bit of emulation with that, which is that's not an issue, you know what I mean? That's not an issue. Who gives a fuck? That's a non-point. Oh yeah, so I was in this Twitter space earlier. It was just a whole bunch of arguments they was throwing back at me that I wasn't really agreeing with. Jay Barry had an argument because we pretty much was talking about this, and we was like, is PlayStation Spartacus gonna go to PC? And Jay Barbie was saying he don't think this is going to go to PC simply because Spartacus includes PS Plus, which you do not need PS Plus if you're on PC. So he was saying pretty much how would this benefit a PC player if they're buying something they don't need. And my argument was PC players buy Game Pass Ultimate, right? Which includes Xbox Live Gold. You do not need Xbox Live Gold on PC, but there are PC users that own Game Pass Ultimate. You know what I'm saying? So, and they actually, I really feel like the only reason they made Game Pass Ultimate was to finesse PC players into spending that extra $5. I truly believe that. But if they'll do it with that, they'll do it with this. And you know, a lot of people's like, well, if you own an Xbox and PC, this and that. Oh, and then I said, well, y'all doing all this talking. What if you own an Xbox and a PlayStation? Same shit, right? Ain't that the same shit? The same way they implement Game Pass with PC, PlayStation can do the same thing. Then they brought up, well, PlayStation doesn't have a launcher on PC. All these motherfucking engineers they done hired over the recent years, you don't think they can make a launcher, bro? I can make a PC launcher, bro. It's not no brain science, my dude. Like, bro, this is simple shit. They can have a PlayStation launcher up and running. If they start working on that bitch right now, they could probably have it up and running by tomorrow at noon. With all they fucking games. Like, come on, man. It probably wouldn't even take that long. These people are goddamn... Do you know how smart you have to be? The type level of genius you would have to be to make a horrible game or website. These are genius level people, right? Do you not... It's like the NBA when we talk... Do you know how great of a basketball player you have to be the worst player in the NBA? Just think about that, bro. They might have been the best player out they state going into the NBA and riding the pine. Same shit with game development. You got to be a fucking genius to make these horrible games they putting out here. Just hear what it is, people. I can't make this shit up. What else? What else did I want to touch on? And then they were saying, you know, Sony, they acquired Crunchyroll. I think they already own Funimation. Is Tier 3 going to add movies and TV and other things to get us in there? Maybe mute? I don't know. I'm not a goddamn genius, right? I don't. Well, compared to y'all niggas, I'm kind of smart. But I don't know if they're going to add all that. I'm just in it for the games, bro. And then Puertorock, this is another argument Puertorock had with me. See, I was arguing all this shit earlier, but I ended up having to leave. I had some shit to do. I was arguing these points with these people while they were there, but of course I couldn't get all my points out. And I didn't want to hog up the take over the conversation. It wasn't my spaces. It wasn't my place to do none of that, right? But what did he bring up? What the fuck was I? Oh, he was pretty much saying, Jack move. I don't understand why anybody would be hype about this. This is nothing new. They're not adding anything new. But they are adding new things. Just because they're old games don't mean they aren't new, right? I can't play a PSP game right now on PS Now. I can't play a PS. The PS2 selection is horrible. The PS1 and the PSP selection is non-existent. I can't do that right now. That's new to me, right? It's new to you too. Then he was saying, well, they should have did it. I agree with you. They should have done it. I don't know, man. It's just PlayStation dudes, bro. I can't keep arguing with y'all, man. We supposed to be family, man. I hate all you motherfuckers. I really do. Y'all logic ain't there, man. Y'all lack logic. You lack reasoning. And something I really, you know, we almost got into it. There was just an aura going around in the room to where I sense that they feel they're still fighting that PlayStation on PC shit, bro. You know, I hate it too, man. But PlayStation on PC is here to stay. It just is what it is, bro. And then, you know, I feel like y'all think PS5 games ain't gonna go there day one. PS5 games are definitely gonna end up day and date on that service. And they definitely gonna be on PC. Tis what it is. Puertorock trying to pull it. Where Puertorock at? I can talk to Puertorock, man. I ain't understand some of Puertorock arguments yesterday. I'll tell you that much. That was today. That wasn't even yesterday. That was today. Where you at, Puertorock? Where you at? Y'all want me to call Puertorock, man? Let me see. I ain't got him as a friend on here. I sent you a friend request, Puertorock. You gotta accept me, dog. I'm trying to hear your reasoning on this, sir. Because I believe we was having a lot of disagreements today. Not as much as I was really going at it with King Thrash and goddamn. See, I don't really consider what's dude name? What's that dude name, bro? I was just talking about him earlier. I don't really consider that an argument because he like this nigga like 2 fucking burps away from being retarded, so I can't really respectfully. I didn't mean that. Listen, he missing chromosomes, so I'm not even consider that like an argument. What's dude name, bro? Guapzilla. Shout out to Guap, man. I can't argue somebody that he don't got all the cell. Like, I don't know if he got neurons missing in his brain or whatever, bro. I can't consider myself arguing with a person like that, right? Then Thrash was like, is this financially feasible? And how are they gonna do the like? Nigga, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Do Sony call you every day and be like, hey, Thrash, bro, you need something on the light bill, bro? You like, who gives a fuck, nigga? If they wouldn't have announced it if the shit wasn't financially I don't give a fuck if it's financially feasible. I'm not an accountant. I failed accounting. I almost failed accounting class. I put the wrong margin somewhere. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Who cares? Nobody cares. I'm tired of talking about is this shit financial. I did this shit with Xbox for years. Is it financially feasible for Game Pass to coexist? They doing it, right? If you saw me on Twitter every day, I'm posting up new jiggy food pictures, eating lobster, steak, new shoes I'm buying. Are you gonna hit me up like, Jack Move, is this financially feasible for the amount of content? Let me do me. Ain't your slogan do what you do? They gonna do what they do. They done did what they gonna do. Oh, PC, they getting that. Them niggas on PC said, I like you and I want you. And PlayStation bent the fuck over. No lube, goddammit. No lube. They're in there, okay? They in there like swimwear, alright? Now, do I agree with it? Not necessarily. But it ain't shit else I can do about it. We done already had this fight, bro. It's over with, cuz. That's what I'm saying. Okay, we calling Puertorock right now. We gonna see how he feel about this whole situation. Yeah. What is wrong with my goddamn phone? Hold on. I can't hear you, Puertorock. Hold on, bro. Let me see. Let me fix it for y'all. I can't even hear Puertorock. I see why. Hold on. Bro, my sinus is like killing me right now.
Yo,
hello. You hear me?
You hear me? Yeah, I hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hear you. Hold on, let me turn you up real quick. Hey, chat, y'all can hear Puertorock, yo? Let me know.
Are we live, bro?
Yeah, there you go. Are we live, bro? Yes, sir. What's good though, Puertorock, man? We was in the spaces.
Player? What's good?
We was in the spaces, man, going like, yeah, man, it was a decent debate though. I liked the debate. I had liked it.
Yo, listen, my spider senses were tingling me, and I'm like, I just couldn't figure it out. I'm like, yo, why is the hair in the back of my neck standing up? I'm like, something's going on. And I'm thinking, yo, let me go on YouTube, and I see you live.
Yes, sir.
And this shit draw me to you. So let me clarify myself, okay?
Okay.
So, because spaces one. I don't know, like space, especially if you don't have a good connection, spaces could get kind of wonky, right? And then I'm on T-Mobile.
Absolutely.
You know, it's still not good. It still has a lot of work to do. So let me make myself clear on what I was saying, right? What I was saying that, all right, so you have PS Now. Let me clarify something. You have PS Now, so it sounds like you're a PS Now subscriber. Right?
I did have PS Now. I wasn't really satisfied with the output, but yeah, I had it.
So let's assume you were. Let's assume you still have it, right? And let's say you still have PS Plus, right? You would be right now a tier 3 subscriber, right? That's who you would be right now. Anybody who has PS Now and PS Plus is technically already a tier 3 subscriber. The point what I'm trying to say is that this rebranding adds nothing new because Sony could just do all those moves right now. Like Sony could just open the floodgates and give you PSP games. They could add more PS2 games. They could add more PS1. From a technology perspective, the network's already there. It's not like the name Spartacus adds, RDNA 3.0 technology with it. It's just a rebranding. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, nothing's really changing. The reality is this move is them admitting the name PS Now doesn't work. It hasn't caught on. People ain't really hip to it. It sounds, when you look at it, you have a PS Now subscription service and a PS Plus subscription service. It's probably confusing people. Like, why do you have two different things that cost two separate things, right? All they're doing is just rebranding the name and merging it together, but you're really not getting anything new. Because if you're a PS Now subscriber, they could add the PSP games. They could add more PS1 games. Eventually you were gonna get PS5 games anyway. Just like how you got PS4 games eventually as the service grew in PS Now. So from a technology and a service perspective, you're not getting anything new. This is more them saying the name don't work. The name PS Now just doesn't work. So now they're just gonna call it all PS Plus and just make it easier for the consumer to be like, hey, if you're a tier 1, it's just PS Plus. The fuck is a tier 1? That's me right now. Me and you are tier 1 right now. Call it whatever you want. It's pretty much you're subscribed to PS Plus. Now they just added this other shit, right? And just took off the name PS Now. But all this thing like, oh, we're going to add, more games. They could have done that shit already. I think we already had this conversation, or at least on podcasts, where we said this shit years ago. Why don't they throw on Vita games? Why don't they throw on PSP games? People have been saying this shit a while ago. And that's what I was trying to say. We're not actually getting anything new from a technology perspective. All they're doing is repricing and rebranding a system that already exists. That's all they're doing. Does that make sense now?
All right, look, this is my thing, right? And I do agree with you, because we was agreeing. I agree with what you're saying, but I feel personally, and yeah, the PS Now name, that shit is dead, right? They fucked up. They fucked up out the gate, so ain't nobody rocking with PS. It has COVID, it has a negative stigma. Your first impression is oftentimes your last impression, right? So nobody's gonna touch PS Now with a 10-foot pole. Most gamers ain't. That's cool. I agree with that. My thing is this. The reason this is exciting news to me personally, I feel that, like you said, they are acknowledging they've been fucking up pretty much. So, and they haven't ever came through with none of the shit they were saying for real. So I feel like they're finally acknowledging, they're taking, they saying, okay, we fucked up. We finna actually come through with the original vision of this PS Now shit. And we've all been waiting for that for what, 6-7 years now. So that's why what the fuck? The announcement excited me personally. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And even though they could have done all that shit you were saying, which I agree with, they never did it. But now I feel like they saying we're gonna do it, which they did say we're gonna do it. So I feel like, you know what I mean?
So I can see that. You're excited that they're taking PS Now serious.
Yes, absolutely.
But they're just rebranding the name. But that's really all it is. But a lot of the ideas that people be like, oh, this is a great idea. I think you and I, we've been said this. Like, if you're going to do it, they should have been at it. Like, even the Vita games, like, yo, the Vita failed. So you got all these fucking games that didn't sell well. What the fuck are you doing with them? Sell them shit. Put them shits on PS Now. Like, right? You got them already. You might as well do something with it. Right? So I think we've all been done said, get the Vita games on there, get the PSP games on there, and get more PS1, PS2, and of course, licensing issues. We know that, right? But whatever you can get on, just get it on there and let it grow. So I agree. Yeah, they stagnated PS Now. So in the sense of how you look at it, regardless of what they call it, you like the fact that you got the news of they're gonna have more games.
Yeah.
So I can see that.
Yeah.
So I can see that. That is a great point. Call it whatever you want. All you care about is that they're finally adding more games.
Exactly.
They're fulfilling the promise that they should have been done. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I don't see this as a competitor as Game Pass. I know how some people could try to do whatever, but to me, the heart and soul of Game Pass is the day one first party games. That's true. Like, that's true. I can't see people be like, oh, I'm gonna get PS Now. PS Now is better than Game Pass because I could play Klonoa 2. Like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers are about to play Starfield. These motherfuckers, next year, guess what? Jack move. If MLB The Show keeps getting on Game Pass, they
doing that.
Yo, that shit's never gonna end, bro.
Yeah.
Every year they're gonna use that shit and talk shit about PS Now. I mean, PS Plus Tier 1. Hell, I think it'll be even worse. Because if you got PS Plus Tier 3, they're gonna ask you, Jack move. Yeah, you got MLB The Show 2022. Be like, I do. You know what I'm saying? That shit's always gonna be a fucking black eye on Sony. Always.
Let me ask you a question because I do agree with you, and I'm one of them people. Even though you can't download the game, that I did view PS Now as somewhat of a, because it did have way more. It still has way more games than Game Pass. They just not the latest and greatest. That the Game Pass got.
Yeah.
Which I like Game Pass too. My Game Pass subscription just lapsed like last month. I got to get another one. But let me ask you this, right? Because I do feel this is also a really good opportunity to put the smaller maybe lesser, profile PlayStation games day and date on the service. A Concrete Genie. Hell, even the Returnal would have been a good. Listen, I paid for Returnal, but at the same time, if it was on PS Now, I would have bought the bitch on PS Now. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
do you feel or think they're going to start putting some of the lesser known games on the service?
I actually said that comment too. Like something like a PS Now or Game Pass is great for those games that are not going to sell, right? And Sony kind of already did it. Look at what's that fucking Destruction Derby bullshit?
Oh, Destruction game. Oh my god.
Yeah, but regardless, it was day one on PS Plus.
It was.
So Sony is open to do that. Put games day. I mean, what other game was it? In Our World or some shit? Also,
Our World. Yeah, it was. That was too.
So they're already open to that idea of putting games that might not hit. So you know what? PS Plus tier whatever might be the door open, and I agree with that. There's some games that ain't gonna sell well. Like, stop playing. Like, come on now. Some games are just not gonna hit. It's just the nature of the beast, right? Some games they're gonna be the 10 million, 15 million blockbusters. Other games you'd be like, I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, that shit looking spooky. You might want to just put that shit day one on PS Plus. You understand what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So I think they are gonna do that because they're already shown to do it on PS Plus. They're already shown to put day and day games, these smaller games, day one on PS Plus. They also did it Drawn to Death, right?
Yeah, they've done it throughout. They've done
it. They just don't do it as often with Game Pass. Not as often. And they're definitely not going to do it. They're bangers. You ain't seeing Wolverine on fucking day one on this shit. That shit ain't happening. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, though.
You know what, too, though? It's a lot of uncertainty around this shit because I don't know why they would want this, but I do think eventually they do want to do the day and date Microsoft shit. I just see them going that way.
The reason why I see the difference is only because I'm not going off of personal opinion. I'm only going off of because Sean Layden, even though he doesn't work at Sony, but I think even Jim Ryan made statements about this. They admitted they can't make money putting their games day and date. And that's really what it's all about. At the end of the day, you could trust one thing. These companies want to make money, right? And Microsoft and Sony, and as I keep reminding people, they were in two different positions. PlayStation's doing the best it's ever been doing. They're like Tony Montana at his height. That drug game is fucking at its biggest, and the fucking bank is counting money at its stacks, right? They're not gonna make a decision to go from making crazy money off their games to now taking losses just to hype up a service. Microsoft was in a different position. I mean, hell, Phil Spencer, he even attested to this. He had to sit down and have a conversation with Satya to convince him to stay in gaming. And he came up with a good plan. And Satya's like, you know what? I like it. Let's do it. So it's two different positions. One company, Phil had to convince Satya to be like, yo, we got to stay in this game. And this is my plan to do it. Cool. Sony, they were all in day one. And now they're reaping the benefits. You know what I'm saying? They're making crazy money. So to go from, your first party games making crazy money to now, hey, let's put it on Game Pass. I mean, let's put it on PS, tier system, but it's going to result into a revenue loss. How you explain that to shareholders? They're going to be like, why the fuck are we doing this? Because we just want the service to be successful eventually? Like, what? Like, it doesn't make sense. The two guys are at a different position, Now, I could see Sony growing this PS tier system, but they're going to do it with their backwards catalog, maybe smaller titles, but I don't think they're going to make a decision that actually results in a revenue loss because they don't need to. We buy their games. People could talk shit we want, but they're bangers. Them shits are selling over 10 million. Who would have thought God of War would be a 20 million selling game? Like, did you ever see that shit coming? Never.
Not from one game.
Yeah, but Jack Move, if let's say 2012 came around right before PlayStation 4 launch, and I was on your podcast, early stages. I told you, Jack Move, I bet you $100, the new game Gorilla makes is gonna sell over 10 million. How would you look at me if I told you that shit?
No, absolutely not. I wasn't even fucking with Gorilla. I wasn't even fucking with Gorilla back then.
Yeah, you were looking at me like, who the fuck is this Puerto Rican dude? Who found this dude? Where we found this dude? If this dude don't get off the goddamn podcast, everybody would look at like I didn't even believe it, but they did. You see what I'm saying? And it's not all Sony bangers, but the bangers that they have, them shits is selling, bro. You ain't gonna go give away on a day subscription a game that sells 20 million. Spider-Man? That shit ain't happening. Hey, no, Miles Morales is still selling. That shit is still at MPD, and I'm like, how the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Their games is selling too good to worry about day and date. You know, Microsoft, on the other hand, they were hurting, bro. We all got to admit that Microsoft was in a, Xbox was in a bad position with Xbox One. It wasn't a great gen for them. They, a lot of shit just went backwards. They lost Bungie. Epic stopped making Gears for them. They didn't get the great second 30 bangers that they thought they would. Quantum Break didn't hit like they thought it would. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that just didn't go right. They lost a lot of market share that they earned with 360. The multi-pass ain't selling as much as it used to as compared to PlayStation. It's just a lot of bad shit. So they had to move. They have to move different. You understand what I'm saying? This is like Nintendo's Wii moment, and that's what they're doing. They're doing a red ocean strategy.
Let me ask you a question, because I like I said, I dropped out of spaces kind of early, so I didn't really get your opinion on this.
Right.
The guys in there, they was discussing is the Spartacus, is this coming to PC? Now, me personally, you already know how I feel. I definitely think this is coming to PC, but a lot of people saying they gonna keep it like it is now, PS now as it is right now on PC. What is your opinion on that?
I'm gonna tell you, bro, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I say this to everybody. My next platform that I'm gonna get is gonna be a PC, because I feel that's the only safe place you're gonna get when it's all said and done. You have no idea. Like, I cannot say they're not gonna, like, these. I mean, I'm there with you, brother. Like this, like the thought of Sony's just stopping and just that's it. Whatever game plan they have for PC, this is it. I don't believe that. I have a feeling they're gonna try to make more moves on PC. I don't know what those moves is, but I cannot believe that they're just simply gonna stop. That their game plan for PC is just simply just keep pouring over games that's over 2 years old, 3 years old, and that's it. I don't see that. I see, PS Now is on PC, and if the name's gonna have to get rebranded. It's not gonna be called PS Now on PC no more. They're gonna have to call it PS Plus, because if they're getting rid of the name, they have to get rid of the name across all platforms, right? So if you call it PS Plus on PC, what are you offering PC gamers?
Know what I'm saying? PC gamers gonna get mad at that too, though, because they
can't keep calling it. Yeah, they can't keep calling it PS Now on PC. It's gone. It's done. There is no more PS.
Can
Now.
they call it Plus? Can they call it Plus though? Because PC gamers are what they like to say.
Yeah.
We ain't paying for no PS Plus. So
what the fuck is so plus about this? They're gonna be the first question. What is so plus about this? What is the plus behind this? So Sony's gonna have to figure out something on PC, and like it or not, it is what it is. So I'm not gonna box myself in saying, oh, this is Sony's final stance. Like, no, you don't know what their final stance is. We don't know. Right? Enjoy it for what it's getting. I'm getting me a PC, and and if Sony decides to do day and date, then I'm gonna just chop off the console and I'm gonna just stay on PC, because it is what it is. That'll be my decision. Doesn't mean other people can't stay on console. You do what you want. But I'm gonna say this: when you have developers support PC and console, 9 times out of 10 is the console gamers that get the short end of the stick. Absolutely. Rarely do I see PC. There's a few examples, like, I think, what was it, Batman? I think one of them was unoptimized. I think one time they like capped Dark Souls 3 at 30 frames, but then it got unlocked. There's those rare occurrences that's weird. But more often than not, it's PC gamers that are not fucked with as much as console gamers, right? I mean, hell, look at Xbox, right? Xbox alone. PC gamers don't pay to play the first-party games that have multiplayer. They didn't pay a dime to play Gears of War, or Halo, or Halo Master Chief Collection, or any of the multiplayer. Compared to Xbox guys, they have to pay for online multiplayer. So that alone tells you there's a separate connect, right? Look at another example. Microsoft has provided more times exclusives for their PC side than they did for the console.
Oh yeah.
And Microsoft has an exclusive on PC that you can't play on console.
And that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hear, but these games are mostly, fuck that. I'm not trying to hear that. If I bought your console, you better figure out a way to get that game on my console.
And Xbox got keyboard and mouse support, so that's not even a hurdle. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And look at Gears Tactics, right? They try to pull the same thing, but the game launched with controller support. So why was it a timed exclusive on PC to begin with? There was no reason for Gear Tactics to be a time exclusive for PC. It just didn't make sense. And I can see weird shit happening like that with PlayStation. I can see that if you go for the PlayStation version of games that are day one on PC, you're gonna get the short end of the stick.
Oh, absolutely.
PC gamers,
absolutely.
So you ain't gonna screw me over. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I got another question, right? Now, because when this first dropped, you know, the anti-Game Pass crowd, we already know who they are, you know. I buy my game $70, whoop-de. I feel like now they're hesitant to even say how they feel about this topic because people are going to call them hypocrites and people are going to pull receipts and you know. So that's why I never really criticized game. I always said I love Game Pass. I just don't know if it make, you know, business sense, which at the end of the day I don't really give a fuck. But
yeah.
How do you I don't know. It seems like PlayStation fans are kind of in a civil war right now with this shit because you know you got the side that's cool with it, but you got the I pay for my games crowd saying they gonna boycott this shit, but I don't know if they really. I feel like it's a lot of cap going on.
I would say this. So I was not with the I buy all my games. It's not that was never my concern with Game Pass on stuff like that because I rented games from Blockbuster. I rented games from Redbox. And fuck hell, people got GameFly. So what's the goddamn difference? All of those are games you're playing that you didn't buy, right? My concern with a Game Pass type system is you're initially going to get a loss, right? All subscription services suffer losses in the beginning and you have to tough it out until you hit the subscriber networks. You know, Netflix went through it, Spotify, you know, through it, Disney Plus, they all go through it. They all know you're going to lose money in the beginning, right? So when you lose money in the beginning and you're losing money month after month, year over year, what moves does a gaming company make to recoup back? Because they got to do something. They can't just sit there without a plan to at least mitigate this. And we're already seeing some of it. Look at fucking Halo, right? And it's a free-to-play, money transaction heavy, progression system heavy, right? Chopped up. You didn't get the full game. A lot of things missing, you know. It's little moves like that. And that's the only thing I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about if Sony went into the subscription and they start losing money, what decisions are they going to make to help mitigate that until the subscription service starts supporting itself? And that's all I'm concerned about. Are they going to cut the budget on, you know, the next God of War or Last of Us? Are they going to start making more free-to-play games that we normally don't give a fuck about? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to see a whole bunch of bleeding edge copy?
I can see that.
I don't know.
I can see it, man.
That's my concern. You know what I'm saying? I have no issue with paying $70 for a game. As long as the game is good, listen, it's a hobby. I just want to play good games. I'm not concerned about the money behind it. I just want to play good games, you know? But now if a company makes a decision and now they're losing money over it because they, you know, their goal is subscription, what decision are they going to make to mitigate that? And that's my concern. Are they now going to do some fuckery behind it? Which now, great, for everybody to save money, we're getting all these bullshit games or just something stupid or shit that we never dealt with, right? It's all fun, you know? And the biggest crowd right now that are talking about this are the Xbox guys. Let's be honest. It's the Xbox guys that are the biggest voices behind this, right? Great value, whatever. But what people don't understand is these dudes went 7 years with a platform, and let's be honest, the platform wasn't good. Xbox One was trash. It didn't have a lot of good games. So they have no you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, but if you go through 7 years rocking with a platform and the platform didn't have a lot of good games, then you already have a low bar in taste. You understand what I'm saying? You have a low bar in taste.
It's definitely a different level of expectations around this.
Yeah, like their expectation and what they want in gaming is not my expectation. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, they have no fear in the subscription, you know, based universe because they don't have no fear of bad games because that's all they know. I, on the other hand, I'm a dude that's been eating steak. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go back to cheeseburgers and nuggets. So that's what I'm afraid of. You know, you know what I'm saying? We're talking to a community that don't really hold their own brand to the highest standards. They don't, man. These dudes will hype anything, bro. They will not go see a brand new Microsoft game and just call it out as trash. Like Bleeding Edge. Everybody saw the trash that was Bleeding Edge it was. Everybody. It was obvious. But they wouldn't do it.
That shit died in like 3 months. Like, that shit died quick.
And then a year later, Ninja 3 admitted that after 3 months, they stopped supporting it, and now they close it out. But they won't do that. They won't. We'll admit when we see a PlayStation game, like, whoa, wait a minute, this shit don't hit, bro. This shit ain't like, what's going on, Sony? Like, whoa, this ain't it, cousin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we expect a certain level of quality from these guys, but they won't do that for their shit. So you're talking to a community that don't really. I'll be honest. I don't see them as having high standards for their games. They will play They will play anything. Anything that's given to them is great. It's fun. Everything. You know, they're gonna play 100 hours of Crackdown and only 16 hours of God of War. That's them. That's literally that community. And I'm like, yo, if that's what you want for Xbox, then cool. That's not your shit.
But you know what?
Don't bleed your shit over to my shit.
That's what I'm saying, though, P-Rock. Even though Xbox level of quality of games, you know, we already know what's going on with them. But also, what we've known from Sony is that they fold. If you give Sony enough pressure by way of the media and social media, they gonna fold, right? We saw the PS3 store. They was finna close that motherfucker. We complained, and it worked, which is cool. But with the Game Pass situation, the way it looks to the media, you know, Game Pass is amazing, motherfucker. I stopped raising my kids to play Game Pass. You know, the articles are crazy that motherfuckers making up about Game Pass. Like, I play Game Pass every day. I killed my grandmother to play Game Pass. What the fuck? So my thing is
true, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's a media darling right now. Games day and date, that's been a hot topic to cross-play. So Sony has been shown a willingness to fold. So I think if the media keep at the trajectory they're on, eventually, man, you know, Sony gonna fall in line, man. I think they will.
I would just say, I mean, at the end of the day, money talks of everything, man. If PlayStation gamers keep buying their games, if PlayStation console majority of the third-party sales, because you saw Microsoft, their third-party sales is actually going down. I can't say it's because of Game Pass. I don't know why I attribute it, but their sales went down, right, as compared to PlayStation. I mean, I don't know, man. Like you know, the one thing I would say is Sony don't like to talk to media a lot, so they're not like in the pool all the time. At the end of the day, I would say it's a revenue-based decision, right? Media could talk all they want, but if the books show fucking PlayStation, like, you know, if Horizon Zero, you know, Forbidden West sells 15, 20 million, you know, fucking that's you know, God of War Ragnarok sells 20 million again. You know, majority of the multi-pass sales, for next generation, we'll say specifically between, you know, the Series platforms and the PS5 platforms. If the majority of the sales is on PlayStation 5, you gotta listen to the dollar. The dollar speaks. You know what I'm saying? Half these dudes, and let's also be honest, man, a lot of these media are fucking lying, bro. How many times have we
absolutely.
They're fucking lying. They're not playing these. And I'll be honest, for the mind of me, I don't understand why we have gamers lying about their own hobby. If you're not really playing the game, you're advocating for it. Like, it doesn't, like me, you know, I don't play racers. I don't play racers. I don't care for them. So I'm not out there bragging about a Gran Turismo and shit like that. It does not make sense for me to hype Gran Turismo if I'm not going to play it. It just doesn't make sense. Let somebody else who actually plays the game hype it, right? If you're not really on Game Pass, if you're not really playing these 400 games, why are you hyping it? Sure, in concept, it sounds like a good idea. But is it a good idea for you? Are you actually enjoying it? And if you're not, then speak your truth. Why aren't you enjoying it? Tell the truth. And the truth, 9 times out of 10, is, I'm going to be honest, most of the games I don't want to play. Most of the games are shovelware. There's a lot of shovelware on that $400 library. Bejeweled 2 and 3. The fuck is that's a fucking goddamn iPhone game.
Hey,
Are you fucking ain't nobody playing that shit on Xbox? You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of shovelware on this shit. People use these big numbers, and in reality, you're probably playing maybe 20. Maybe 30 at the most. You ain't playing. You'd be lucky if you could play 100.
Hey, man.
Come on,
they are, but like I said, man, they are getting rewarded too. You seeing shit like, does Deathloop get nominated for all these Game of the Year awards if, you know, they might not get cause shit, all of Arcane's games were pretty good if you ask me, if not better. Yeah. But Deathloop now got that, you know, sometimes, you know, it's like a Drake stimulus package, man. You know, a song might be hot, but if Drake drop on the feature, that thing going to the moon, right? So like, Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts got a cult following, granted, but that game had to get crowdfunded. But it got the Microsoft stimulus package. All of a sudden, it's a must-play game of the year nominee.
I'm gonna be honest.
Come on,
I,
man.
I will say that's another system this year. I mean, overall, some games are good, but this is the weakest year of game of the year. We really had a weak lineup for like game of the year contention. For game of the year contention,
I'm
you
gonna be
know what I'm
real.
saying?
Yeah, I don't
This,
think
this,
Ratchet and
this
Clank should have been nominated. I'm gonna be real.
I'm gonna be honest. I would have put Return over Ratchet and Clank.
I would have
I would
to.
have
I
put
would have to.
I would have easily put Return over Ratchet and Clank. The gameplay, and it's because of gameplay. The gameplay was
Way
phenomenal.
more addictive. Way more
It
addictive.
was like I know I was pissed off at it, but I couldn't stop playing the motherfucker. Like you just had to beat it. It was like it was one of the purest games you could play. You had to get good, and you're gonna do your job. And the gameplay was great. It wasn't, had a few issues, but for the one game doesn't have issues now, right? But for the most part, man, it was a well designed, puzzle type, fucking, figure out the game and just make it happen. It was. I personally felt
Yeah.
Returnal should have been nominated over Ratchet.
I feel
Ratchet was a pretty looking game. I mean, like beautiful, gorgeous. Like, I'm like, Insomniac's doing their thing. I ain't gonna lie, right? Insomniac's, if there was like a award for best developer studio, all 6 nominations should be Insomniac, 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 Insomniac. Like, there's no other studio. But as far as Ratchet and Clank, I don't think it's a game of the year. Not me personally.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. I don't even think Resident Evil 8 is a game of the year.
Oh, fuck
it was
no.
good, but
it was
it's
cool.
good.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. But like, this is like, when college playoff season comes and you got the BCS championships, right? That's the big one.
Yeah.
But this is like watching the Hyundai Bowl. You know what I mean? You're watching, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
We're watching the 29th best team face the 30th best team. Like, like really? Like you really, that's what it feels like.
Yeah,
We're
low
watching
key. I feel that. I feel that.
We're watching the Hyundai Bowl. Like, what the fuck is a Hyundai Bowl? Like, what? Like, we were just giving bowls out for anybody. So this year's been weak.
You know what's crazy too, though? We was talking about it. Returnal got nominated for damn near like every other category except Game of the Year. It's like, how does it excel in so many categories, but it's not? You know what I mean? Like, it don't make sense. Bro.
Yo,
it don't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. Because usually all those subcategories like best visual, audio, blah blah blah, is all those little elements that leads to a Game of the Year, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're constantly voting for Returnal in these categories, how is that not like a first thought for Game of the Year? Like, it's just weird, bro. So, like, and to me, like, a game like Returnal, right, regardless of platform, if it would have been nominated for Game of the Year, right, that sends a message to the industry. Like, you'll be recognized for taking chances. Like, I think they missed a huge opportunity to send a message out for this gen, to have these indie developers and small developers to take a chance and they'll be recognized and rewarded for it.
They sending another message out.
Yeah,
if you get acquired by Microsoft, hey, we got a spot for you in these nominations.
Oh yeah,
anything is possible, man. Psychonauts 2, hell no, they gave me. Wait a minute, who they got? Okay, hold on, put that.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't play Psychonauts 2, so I'm not gonna rag on it. But just
looking at it, looked like a cool game.
I'm like, all right, whatever. It
looked like a cool game. I don't know about game of the year.
Just like I said, I played Resident Evil 8 and I beat it, and that shouldn't be a game of the year. Maybe it is in light of what we have. Like, it is what it is. If this is all we got, then okay, as a nominee, we ain't got much better. But man, like any other year, none of these games would be even in contention.
Bro,
like none of these games.
It's so bad. I played 4 to 6 games nominated. I looked at it, I said, man, shit, let Metroid Dread win that motherfucker. Like, I don't even want none of the games I played to win this shit. This shit is crazy.
Yo, I think Metroid Dread has the best chance of winning,
absolutely,
in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And I even played Metroid Day, but looking at it, it looks really good. I'm like, yo, I don't know, bro. I'm like, this is just it's just. But then again, you know what it is? We're in the in between. We're at the tail end of a generation that we're trying to move on, and we're also in the beginning of a new generation that just got the ground running. So that's where we're at. We're in this middle ground where companies are not putting out their best shit yet, because they're trying to move on from the old shit, and it's too early because they're still working on the best shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're stuck in this middle ground of, we're on the last leg of PS64.
How long we gonna be stuck here though? Because I feel like, and this is another thing. This is something else we was talking about in the space earlier. Yeah. I feel like the fact that they now putting their shit on PC, PlayStation. I feel like we gonna be stuck in this little stopgap longer than we were originally, right? I know people like talking about the SSD IO throughput possibility. We not gonna see none of this shit, utilized if they keep doing this shit. And I don't see a reason for PlayStation to stop doing the cross-gen games, personally.
Yeah. Like take for example, Miles Morales. That shit's still selling, and it's a cross-gen game.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're right.
Exactly.
You're right. So there's really, from a financial aspect, there is nothing hurting them from still making PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 games, right? And the crowd that complains, it's funny because we complain about some shit, but other shit you hardly hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one's really complaining about cross-gen games on PlayStation. Like you hardly, like it's a small crowd that's complaining about it, but you don't see a massive movement. You know what I mean? Like, so technically speaking, yeah, they could keep doing it, and I don't think it'll impact us, right? Sure, it'll piss us off. It'll piss me off, right? But I'm just a a drop in the whole ocean. It don't mean nothing. So yeah, I don't know. Like, look at Gran Turismo. That actually was announced next gen only, and they changed their mind.
Exactly.
So, so I know some people use the damage control of, well, Sony never officially announced Horizon Zero Dawn as next gen only. True statement. Sony never officially announced God of War as next gen only. True statement. But they did officially announce Gran Turismo 7 as next gen only, and now they backtracked it and said, nope, it's going to be on PlayStation 4. Now, if they easily done that, then that tells me you can do that to any game. Any game is not safe. Because they already demonstrated you could take a game that's announced for next gen only, and then within a couple of months say, nah, it's gonna be on PlayStation 4 because of reasons. So right now I'm not confident that any game will be made that Sony will go and be like, listen, yeah, we can't do it on PlayStation 4 at all. Right? Unless they do something specific, like maybe Ratchet. Maybe. And like Returnal, I think Returnal could be on PS4. The only difference is when you die,
it's gonna be a load screen.
Yeah, long loading screen.
Exactly.
Be like, that's the only thing you're really gonna, and that might be annoying, right? Because I think that would be annoying. I don't think that would be enjoyable at all. Where you die and now you gotta wait like 2 minutes to load the area up. That might be very painful, right? So I could see from that perspective, they won't put it on PS4 because people will not like it. It's you want to get an action quick and after you die. So that's probably the only thing. See, but yeah, it ain't safe. Nothing's safe, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's my biggest issue with this. It's like the only people that lose in anything that's going on right now is PS5 users. Like, we gonna get the short end of the stick on all this shit. The PC games, the cross-gen game. We're gonna have like we the only ones getting fucked over. Our system not getting fully utilized. The PC shit definitely gonna get fully utilized. We gonna have the highest price games. The PC gonna have the cheapest price games. PS4 motherfuckers still play it. Only thing, what we gonna have haptic feedback? Like, come on, man, what we really getting? Like,
and not even that. You could do haptic feedback on PC.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what we doing for real? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So and some people look at us like, oh, why are you gatekeeping or why are you worried about? It's like people don't understand, right? And I said this a couple of times. If any of us, if we buy a console from a specific company, right, then the expectation is that company focuses on that product because that's who we bought it from. It isn't EA selling us these consoles. It isn't Ubisoft, CD Projekt Red, or Capcom. They don't sell consoles. They're multi-plat developers. Wherever you play that game is wherever you play their games. They're not the ones convincing you to buy a specific console over the other. It's these specific first-party providers that are saying, hey, this is our console. You come buy our shit. And when you do buy it, your expectation is, hey, focus on this shit. Like, yo, like, hello, focus on here. Not, oh, yeah, we show you a console, but we're going to pay attention to PC. Like, what? Like, what the fuck is you talking about? This is your box. If you ain't focused on your box, then who is? You expect Ubisoft to do the job?
Exactly.
Like, if not you, then who? Who else is going to do the best job? You know? And that's my issue, right? And under that situation, if Sony goes day and day, I'm going to PC because that tells me they're no longer holding the console as number one priority. They can't. That's not how a multi-plat environment works. You're no different than EA in my eyes. You're no different than Ubisoft. Exactly. So I'm going to just go on the hardware where I dictate what I want now. Since you ain't going to do the job of doing the best what you can with this console. That's just how it works. I won't have faith in Sony still telling me they're prioritizing the PlayStation console when they have to release day-and-day games on PC. I don't believe that. Fuck no.
I mean, shit, they already told us they was prioritizing the PS5, and then we saw how that turned out. Oh, we forgot these games are coming to PS4. My bad. They waited till after the conference go off to announce the shit. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. So
Slick
it is what it is, right? You know, that's why I'm definitely getting, this is going to be like the first gen. I actually consider PC as my secondary platform, but that shit could go to primary real quick. You know, so it is what it is. I say to all the gamers, man, just at the end of the day, man, watch your own self best interest. You got to take care of you. Just you take care of you the best way you know how, and that's it. That's it. You know, just play what you enjoy, and you know whatever you expect out of these companies, hold them to that expectation, or just move on and buy something else.
That's facts. That's facts.
You know
Okay,
what I'm saying? It
let,
is what it is.
let me ask you something too. Right. Is this something I'm missing with this topic, this Spartacus shit? Because like I said, I didn't get to hear the whole spaces. So is there anything else they brought up that we might need to touch
No,
on?
well, they brought up just a lot of shit. Like I said, they brought up a lot of stuff because they injected their own person. Like they started talking about anime. Like,
Oh
what
yeah,
the
I
fuck?
heard that
Like,
shit.
well, what, like, where did that even come from? So a lot of people are injecting what they want to see out of this service instead of just talking about the merit of the information we got so far. So now they're talking about how you think Crackle's going to be part of this anime, and I'm like, what the fuck is we talking about here? Like, how the fuck we talking about fucking Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, we're talking about games here. Like, yo, I'm like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
like in my mind, I'm like, yo, what the fuck else? You want the whole collection of Spider-Man movies on this too? Like what else? Like, fuck, we might as well throw in Disney Plus as an option. Like, let's just like if we're gonna get ridiculous, like so as far as that, they mentioned PC. I know you already talked about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Then then they mentioned that this is a competitor to Game Pass. I don't think it is, in my opinion. I think this is just Sony rebranding uh, a subscription that failed. PS Now, it didn't catch off. And I think that's their fault because they didn't put no energy into it. Now they want to put energy into it, right? But I think the main thing of Game Pass is the day and day games, man. Like now, it's just a moniker, right? Day and day games. It's just a word, just a word, just a word, right? But in 2024, 2025, you know, when you actually have all these first party games available on Game Pass, it's going to look different, right? It's kind of like, you know, PlayStation 4 in the beginning, right? When PlayStation 4 first launched, PS4 has no games. You know, PS4 has no games, right? But then by the time 2017, 2018 came around, ain't nobody was saying that shit.
Yeah, they couldn't.
Because it got clipped. So Game Pass, I think, is going to be the same way. Game Pass right now, you know, day and day games, but the games aren't there yet. You know what I'm saying? So right now, it's not holding much weight. But in 3 years from now, we're going to look, no one's going to remember how Game Pass was. They're only going to remember for what it is at that time. And when you see all these first party games that are there that cost $60 and you don't have to pay $60, you know what I'm saying? You see the next Gears of War, you'll see, you know, Starfield, maybe the next Elder Scrolls, multiple MLB the shows. You know what I'm saying? The Game Pass is gonna look different in 2024 as compared to what it is now because you'll have the content. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Sony will be able to compete with that. What I think, but that's assuming Sony's boxed in to compete with Game Pass. I don't think Sony needs to compete with Game Pass because at the end of the day, subscription or if you buy a game, if you create the bangers, dudes are gonna buy your shit. Gaming has always been that way. You create the bangers, dudes will come by.
You see
your shit.
You seen the shift into the live service games as I say. It's a big push for that going on right now, and you know we don't really fuck with them because we see what comes of that. But no matter how many games, you know what's crazy? All these games, they be the quickest games to die. It's ironic, right? But no matter how many of these bitches flop, die in a couple of months, they not gonna stop trying to push them on us. So I think Sony's trying to get in that market. You know that whole we got 25 games in development, Fire Sprite Studio. I feel like they making some free to play bum ass shooter or something like that.
So I would say with the free to play, I don't look at free to play as part of the live subscription service. I think free to play will always be there, and I think it's going to get bigger. Because free to play, people excuse the money transaction. Like as long as it's free to play, you could come up with the most ridiculous shit, and it's okay. It's when you associate a dollar sell. Like if you buy a game for $60 and you try to do MTX, you'll get thrashed. But if it's just a free download, people won't give a shit. It's like, you know, they won't care, right? So like for example, I would not be surprised if Factions is a free download. I
can see that. I can see that.
I honestly don't. I honestly will not be surprised if Factions is a PS4, PS5 game. I'll be honest. I would not be surprised if it's a PC game. I will not be surprised.
Oh my God.
Listen, if it's
if it's free to play, that game, I think
bro,
that game gonna fucking suck if it's free to play. Yeah,
bro. But I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
You know what I'm saying? Factions, they could really monetize the hell out of it. And just like any free to play, the thing about free to play is majority of the people, I ain't gonna say majority of people, 11, 12-year-olds, unless they have parental settings, they could just download it and play it. You don't need your parent to go buy the game. You just go in the store on the console that you have and just play the shit. That's what makes these free to play so successful, is just how easy you could just download it. And then at that point, it's on the people who like to buy shit. And people like to buy shit. People like to buy fucking special armor. Like, they'll pay money for that.
Oh yeah, I seen Blaze on that Halo. That man had dropped like 200 on some outfits. Getting on that bitch and going 4 and 16 a match. I'm like, God damn, you ain't need.
Like, you need to buy some skills, bro. Like,
that's what I'm
saying for, bro.
Damn.
You know, like my man. But yeah, $200 just cosmetics. Like, it just. But there's people who love that shit. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I ain't dropping money on something that I can't. Like what? Like, I ain't trying to make my character look nice. Like, what are we trying to pimp my ride here? That's not me. But there's millions of people that do that shit, right? So it's on them. That's how they enjoy the games. That's how they enjoy the games. And Sony's definitely gonna get in on that. They're going to get in on that free-to-play MTX because they see it from Fortnite. You know, PlayStation's the #1 revenue generator for Fortnite, right? But Sony only gets a 30% cut, right? So Sony's like, wait a minute. Like, yo, like, we got to have something for ourselves and make this huge money for ourselves. So they're going to figure out a way. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they do a SOCOM, Battle Royale type shit. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get in those free to play. There's too much money in free to play, especially if you execute it. I mean, Warzone, look at Warzone, bro. That shit is rocking, bro.
That is true. That's true. I don't know, man. I guess we just gonna have to. This one of them situations. Everything, you know, we just gonna have to wait and see. I think personally, I don't know how I feel about the status of PlayStation right now. Like, we gonna see, man.
Listen, man. Right now, we still getting served up good food. Eat it up while it's being served. When the chef comes out and be like, "Hey, that's it, menu's closed. All right, we pack our shit, go to another restaurant." You know, it was good. It was good while it lasted. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, I always said that the people who will fuck up PlayStation is going to be PlayStation.
Oh, absolutely.
I honestly believe no one can beat PlayStation. Not Nintendo, not Xbox. The people that can beat PlayStation is themselves. They themselves will ruin it. You know, we seen it with the PS3. You know, in the beginning, they fucked that shit up because they want to do weird shit. They want to do Blu-ray. They want to fucking force people with that cell processor bullshit. They did that shit to themselves, right? You know, Xbox didn't do it to them. You know, they just opened the door for Xbox to look better. But in reality, they did that to themselves. So PlayStation is the only one that's going to be PlayStation. And that's just it. You can't stop them from making stupid decisions, man.
That is a pure fucking fact. I agree.
Yeah. you know, but it is what it is, man. We'll see over, man. From now, I'm just looking forward to the games that's come now. I'm definitely looking forward to Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine. Knights of the Old Republic, that's a good move. So, you know, it's, to me, so far it's looking bright. It's this uncertainty, man. You know, and you know what I would really like? And I think it's just because we're like, you know, we're into podcasts, so right? So we're like deep into talking about it and reading stuff, right? Sometimes I wish I was just a casual ass gamer.
Bro,
don't know who the fuck is
bro,
Weapon Wheel Podcast. Oh. I'll be honest, man.
God.
I wish I never heard of YouTube gaming. I'll be honest. And I just like yes. You know, sometimes too much knowledge, sometimes ignorance is bliss. Like, if you just don't know, just like, I don't know shit. I don't go on Twitter. I don't go on YouTube. The only thing I look at is articles, what's the new game coming out, and then that's it. Because sometimes having a lot of knowledge is
before I got into content creation podcasts, and I enjoy gaming. I was beating like 35, 40 games a year. That wasn't nothing for me. Now I'm like, I done beat about 17 games. Like, bro, this shit. Didn't like nothing of that shit. God damn.
Yeah, sometimes knowledge, sometimes being in the know, just like, whatever, right? And with Sony, they don't talk, bro. Like you don't get nothing from them. Like you get no. At least I give Microsoft this. Phil has been very adamant. Whether you like it or not, he's telling you this is what we're doing. You know, and it's whether on you to accept it or not.
And I respect it. I respect that about him.
I respect that.
That's one thing I respect about him.
Yeah, at least you know. At least you know, and you can make a decision, right? If you still rock with Xbox console, at least you know on the merit of that there's no surprises, that the games are going to be on the platforms or whatever, and this is what they're doing, whatever. PlayStation, they should just say this shit. If their plan is just, hey, we're just going to worry about back catalog on PC, we're pouring backlog on PC because PS5 for this gen is our priority, then just say that. You don't have to. You don't have to talk about the PlayStation 6 or the next generation. You don't have to go that far because I understand you might not. You know, Jim Ryan might not even be the boss by that time. But let me know what you have planned with the PlayStation 5 for this gen. Don't worry about the PlayStation 6. Don't even talk to me about PlayStation 20 years from now. It's okay. We don't have to talk about that. From now until let's say 2026, what are you guys doing? What exactly is happening? That's it. I don't need the long-term goal, and I understand that the plan this gen might be different for next gen. I get that. But let me know. I bought a PS5. Just let me know what's PS5's future. Just PlayStation 5.
You know the problem with that too, though, P-Rock? As we've seen, they'll tell us one thing, then a couple weeks later, that shit is totally different. They be ready to switch up on us, man. That's the only thing about that. Like, god damn.
Yeah, that's really all I'm asking. Just talk to the PS5 and what we doing with the PS5. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Let me know about your strategy in games, right? It is what it is, you know. And let me know how this relationship with PC works. And, you know, is it day and day? Is there plans to day and day? Are you guys working on doing day and day? Is that a strategy? You know, just say it. And that's it. And then let the consumer decide how they want to play.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
You know, right now, because there's lack of information, PS5 is my primary platform because a lot of games they announce, I know it's going to be day one on PS5 because they're PS5 games, right? So I know Spider-Man 2 is going to be a PS5 day one. You know, Wolverine, you know, Knights of the Old Republic, yada, 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 right? PC is my secondary platform because, you know, because of the things it offers, right? It's going to be great for my channel content. You know, it has Xbox content now. I'm interested in PC VR. PSVR put me onto VR. So I'm feeling that. So I want to experience the PC side of it, you know? But PlayStation will still be my main platform, right? Because I know the games are there day one and stuff like that, right? But if they decide to do day one on PC, then I don't need the PS5 no more. Like it's not a knock on the console. It just doesn't make sense.
It's just the truth at that point. Yeah, it's just the truth at that point.
I'm not trying to say it's not worth it for other people. I'm just saying for me, if I have two gaming systems and they do the same exact thing, one's got to go.
Yeah, you don't need both of them. Exactly.
I don't. Yeah, that's all I'm saying is one's got to go. I'm going to pick the one that also has PC games, that also has Xbox games. It just has more content. You know what I'm saying? That's the logical choice between the two. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make sense to have two redundant platforms, right? And that's all it is.
Hey, man, that is definitely facts. I think that's it, man. Like, I really ain't got too much else to say about this whole. It's really I'm gonna say it's a non-issue right now until we actually see how they implement it. But I think the PS9. I think the merging is definitely a positive situation. Hopefully, they fulfill what they've set out. And it ain't even a rumor. I guess they confirmed it with Bloomberg. Whatever the documentation that they reviewed so many times says, I hope this comes to fruition. And I don't know. This shit.
I'm gonna say this. It's already working because I'm looking through the timeline and I'm seeing like Xbox dudes. They're saying finally now there's content, whatever, and I'm thinking, holy shit, this rebranding really works. Because the games they're talking about is already there. Like you could play these games now, right? But because it's called PS Now, Xbox dudes ain't fucking with it, even though they have the console. Like they have PlayStation, they just don't fuck with PS Now. But now because it's called PS,
you think they're gonna bring? You think this is gonna bring them in? It's gonna bring them in?
Yeah, no, they already have a PlayStation. They just don't care about PS Now.
Yeah, I know.
Because they think it sucks. But they're gonna change the name to PS Tier 3, and they're gonna be all about it.
You think they about that Tier 3 life? You think they want that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch them now talk shit about Tier 3, and me and you gonna look at them like, oh, come on, bro.
Hey,
like, yo, these dudes is wilding, bro. Like the games were already there, cousin. Like it's always been there. Like, and I think that's what they're doing, man. Because you gotta be honest. A lot of people talk about this, and they don't play no games. They don't actually research the shit they talk about. They just like to.
Of course not.
They just like to have a voice in the conversation, but not actually add anything to the conversation. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So a lot of these dudes ain't actually looking at PS Now games. They're not. They never did. They never bothered, right? But now that it's PS Plus Tier 3, oh, man, look at all these games, man. This shit's great. Sony's getting their shit together. And you're like, what, man? If you don't shut the fuck, if you don't shut your mouth, bro, like, get out of here. But it's already working. Like, I don't know. It's marketing's a motherfucker, bro. I tell you what, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
it's true.
absolutely.
True. Sometimes it's not about the product itself. It's how you present the product.
Yep. And the way they presented PS Now originally, people wasn't fucking with it. So
nah,
now they can make it right with everybody right now. So I think they gonna
this, and you probably witnessed it too. How many people still ask to this day, well, PS Now doesn't have downloadable games?
Oh, bro. Oh my god.
To this day.
Yeah.
Even now, I seen some criticism with the PS Plus tier, whatever. I seen some tweet comments saying, well, it doesn't matter because you still ain't getting downloadable games. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, they're not
bro.
keeping up with it. Yeah.
At this point, I don't even want to talk to y'all, bro. Like, I really want to block all y'all Xbox dudes now. Like, really? Y'all still don't know there's 400 downloadable games? Like, oh, come on, man. Why are y'all even talking about games? Y'all ain't really about this life. So that's what it is, bro. Marketing's a motherfucker, bro. Sometimes it's not the product that you have, it's how you sell it.
I know, that's
two people.
That's facts.
Yeah, two separate people could sell the same product, and for one guy successful, it's a hit. The other guy's like, nah, that shit's trash. This guy, what he's selling is trash. Like, sometimes it's just the gift of gab and how you present it. And PS Now wasn't presented well. It was presented as a cloud streaming in a time where it was clearly not ready. It was just not ready. I mean, hell, it's barely ready now. And this is like what? When they presented that shit? 2014? So we're talking 7 years later.
Yeah.
7 years, 7 years later, and that shit's still not really fully fleshed out. Yeah. And Sony got ahead of the game and made a bad name for itself. I mean, it is what it is, though. I don't give a fuck. I'm waiting for that Horizon Zero Dawn February, in Elden Ring. So I'm good.
I feel that. Let me see here. Let me read a couple of these donations. Well, I only got a couple of donations. I don't know what the fuck. Where y'all at, man? Where y'all boys at, man? Shit.
Man, are we live, man?
That's what I'm saying. Shit, I don't know if the viewers live, man. They might have lost their pulse around this motherfucker. This shit look kind of sparse.
Yo, this tier 3 is not going to afford itself.
I'm saying, though. What's wrong with these dudes, man? Let me see here. We got Homeboy Blaze resubscribed. I appreciate you, my guy. Broderick Wilson donated and said, hold on, you looking kind of sexy in that red, looking like a sassy ass candy cane. Okay.
What the fuck, bro?
Hey, you see it. We got retro game pack. He donated 100 bits. Thank you, my guy. We got Day Deezy 302. He said, all love, Jack. Appreciate you, my boy. We got Ballin' Harder. He said, showing support. Are we live, bruh? It's always a must watch. Appreciate you. And finally, we got Roadrunner. He just donated some money. He didn't say anything. I appreciate you, Roadrunner.
He just appreciate the conversation.
Hey, man, we appreciate him for watching, man. But I think I pretty much said how I felt about it. I know P. Ross said how he felt about it. I don't know if it's anything else I need to. I know as soon as I stop streaming, I'm gonna be like, damn, I knew I should have meant.
Nah, I will say one thing.
What's up?
What will be huge, what really Sony needs to really do, right? Because obviously they're gonna add these older games, right? Like, more PS3 games, more PS2 games, more PS1 games, and now PSP and Vita games, right? Let's just throw Vita in the conversation. What really will be a win is if a lot of these games can be natively played on the hardware, and then you can buy them as well. I think that for the people who don't care about the subscription, but the fact that they also have access to these games, and they could, even if it means the disc that you own, let's say if you own PS3 disc and it doesn't really work because whatever, emulation, whatever the fuck, right? But if you can still play it natively on your hardware and still buy them, I think that with the announcement will attract a lot of gamers because now you're not boxing them into the service. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think there's still going to be negative feedback if the only way you could play PS3, PS2, PS1 games is through PS Now on cloud. I don't think they're going to feel that.
You know what's crazy about you saying that? I remember probably about a month and a half ago, Sick Humor TV tweeted out a picture of somebody's I think they was on PSN, and it pretty much had like where you could buy PS3. It was like one PS3 game that you could buy for some reason. Like And that PSN don't even got PS3 games on it, right? So I don't even know how the fuck that, I don't even know where the fuck that image came from. But I'm like, were they like plugged in with some type of testing or some shit? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, if they announce both right at the same time, I think it will be received even more positive because now you got the best of both worlds, right? You got the subscription and you can play PS3 games, PS2 games, PS1 games, and you can download them instantly. But then the people, like you said, oh, I buy all my games. I support the developers. I got to make sure that kids go to college. You know, that crowd, right? They're only going to focus on like, oh, shit, these shits are native and I could buy them. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to focus on the PS tier announcement because they're too focused on now having access to native backwards compatibility games. So if Sony did that at the same time, I think that's going to please both crowds. Those that just want the games directly so they can buy them and own them, even if it's just digitally. And then those that, you know, want to have a subscription, but they don't want to play on the cloud. Because I know a lot of guys, they're not going to feel that. I don't care how many games, PS1 games, PS2 games they add. If it's all cloud-based on the console, a lot of dudes are not going to feel that. They're just not going to like it. It's you know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of dudes ain't feeling the cloud shit yet. It's got to be native, right? So if they do that shit, and then if Sony finds a way to say, hey, if you insert the disc, the game, you know, the console will recognize it and download the game.
Oh, that would be dope, right?
Oh,
there.
that would be huge. Like, yeah, you're not playing off the disc, obviously, but the console recognizes the licensing. So the console recognizes you own, like Heavenly Sword. Boy, I'll go back to North Carolina and try to find my. I'm like, where are my PS3 games? I
still got all my PS3 games, and I love that.
I'll be like, fuck, man, I threw them shits away. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that would be huge. You know, and if Sony could pull that shit off, well, okay. But I don't think if the PS3, PS2, PS1 games are still cloud, I don't know if that's gonna fly. Especially the PSP Vita games. That would be ridiculous. Like, what? You can't even get a PSP Vita game to work on this motherfucker? What the fuck?
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Yo, I won't even log on to Twitter. I'll be like, oh, hell nah. I'm not going to catch this heat. Yo, this is crazy. They can't even get a Vita game to work on this shit. Like, what the fuck is we doing here?
Let me see. It says, yo, Jack, Hip Hop Gamer was right with the emulation engine. Maybe he needs that apology. Hey,
maybe. Not yet.
Yeah, we gonna see, man. We gonna see with that. We gonna see.
Because again, if the PS3, PS2, PS1 games are cloud-based, meaning you boot up your PS5, but you have to play it over cloud, then that don't count. That's not what people want. People want native. Like, it's got to be running on the SSD. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be native. You got to download it, install it, and play it. That's what people want. People don't want cloud. Now, if that shit comes true, oh man, if I was Hip Hop Gamer,
yeah, he could pop his shit. He could pop his shit.
Yo, I would be like, everybody on your knees and start sucking. Because he got, I would be like, you all owe me head. Get to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be like, this dick ain't sucking itself. Get to it. Because, yo, he caught heat on that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
he was on that.
God, I felt bad. He's a good dude, though. Like, he don't bother nobody, man. And he just
he cool. It's just a lot of some of the shit he says. Like, bro, what you like? Who you get this information from, dog? Like, come on, man.
Yo, but if that shit ends up true, yo, bro, he's gonna be in his bag.
As he should.
I'll be like, yo, you go ahead, champ. You go do you. But we'll see, man.
Definitely gonna see.
Hey, I want to ask you a question.
Oh, what's up?
It's a separate topic.
What's up?
How do you feel about this supposed Last of Us remake for PS5?
Ooh, see.
How you feel about that?
I'm gonna be real, P-Rock. I need that, bro. I definitely.
You know why? You is the problem, bro.
Hey, I know. I need that, man. I need it, man.
How many goddamn times we're gonna play this fucking game, bro?
I can't play The Last of Us enough, man. Then if you telling me you're gonna give me The Last of Us 1 with possibly slightly expanded areas, the gameplay of Last of Us 2, and the graphics of Last of Us, sign me up yesterday. I need that, P-Rock. I need it, bro. I need it, bro.
Fool. We played it on PS3. We played the remaster on PS4.
Man.
What more do you need, man?
It's what, bro. Last was one of them games for me. Like, that's one of them games for me, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. You can put that motherfucker on a goddamn, I don't know, a Tesla. I'm trying to get one of them shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to see what that felt like, man. Shit.
Like, God damn, they're remaking this game. Oh, how many times are we gonna play this
Yeah,
game?
yes,
Man?
sir. We need it, bro.
Oh shit, man! Like, oh my God.
You know what though? I'm not fucking with the because I fuck with Uncharted heavy too. I'm not fucking with that little joint they got coming out, the what is it, Thieves and
the
Collection? Whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not
doing it.
that.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I like what I like to see for like Demon Souls to me is the perfect example of games that need to have a full remake. You know what I'm saying? Because like you play Demon Souls on PS5, right?
I actually, you know what's crazy? I own the game and I still haven't even turned that motherfucker on yet, bro. Yeah, I got.
You ever played the first? You played the first one?
No, I started. What I started with? I think Bloodborne was my first Soul game. I played Bloodborne, Dark Souls.
So you won't know. Like I played Demon Souls on the PS3 and I beat it on the PS3, right? And then when I played Demon Souls on the PS5, like it's a stark difference. Like everything from the animations, the combat, it is truly the game that it should be on PS5 as compared to what it was on PS3, right? So to me, games like that deserve remakes. Like games that if the hardware would have been there, like, oh my God, the game would be godly, right?
Yeah.
So but when I see these PS4 games like getting a remake, I'm like, it's too close. Like, yeah, granted, you're gonna get much better graphics, but it's not like the leap of Demon Souls. Like that's a huge leap in almost in every game, right? And that's what I see. Like, let's look at these games on the PS3, especially the PS3, right? The exclusives that was held back because of the cell processor, because that processor was trash, right? So let's look at some of those games that are like, yo, this really needs new life. You know what I'm saying? And that, like Resistance. I had a Twitter conversation, right? Like, would Resistance be more successful now as compared to what it was on PS3? And I honestly think it will. I honestly think Resistance would actually be a hit today as compared to the PS3 days for multiple reasons. Number one, PlayStation Network is much better than that bullshit PS3 network we had.
Yes.
So that alone, because the network augments. It's just how it is. The network we have now is a far cry beyond what we had during the PS3. So that's number one. A lot more people are playing it. There's a lot bigger crowd. It is much more consistent. We got party chat. It's just a whole slew better. Number two, if they do full-blown remakes, the game in terms of, multiplayer, graphics, animation, that shit will be light years ahead of what it was. It would just be like aesthetically and game design, like the drawings and shit. It's actually a good-looking game, man. They had a lot of great characters, the background, the setting, but it's just PS3. It is what it is. But on PS5, oh my God, I can't. And then lock 60 frames. Oh my God, bro.
Ain't that been rumored to like have some type of comeback, or they been teasing or some shit like that?
They keep like Insomniac does streams on Twitch and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they keep mentioning, Resistance, and they keep doing these little random tweets with Resistance. So I don't know if they're trying to feel us out, or I mean, you never know with these guys.
They probably gauging interest,
But I'm telling you, I would think Resistance today would be more successful today than it would have been on the PS3 era, just because of the latitude of technology, much better network. There's a lot more multiplayer guys on there, and it was a good game. It was a great game, and the gunplay is great, the story is great. It was a great shooter. You know what I'm saying? But certain things held it back. Hell, the controller held it back. That PS3,
that PS3
is dog shit.
Yeah, man.
That shit is dog shit, man. I don't give a fuck.
Them
what
triggers,
play,
man.
Yeah. Yeah. It was hurting, bro. It was dog shit. And now you got the DualSense and the unique weapons that game has. Yo, there's a lot of shit. That game will be much more successful today than it was. Sometimes, some games come out during the wrong era. It should have just been.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, So I think, so a game like Resistance, I think, needs a remake from the ground up. And you don't even have to do all three. You could do it individually. Start with the first one and feel it out. But I think that game today would be a bigger hit today than it did when it first came out in 2007. They would be huge.
I definitely agree with that. Shit, let me see what else we
What's
got.
it?
Is that everything? Yeah, I don't think I got. I don't even think I got shit else, dog. Let me see.
If we ain't got nothing else, I'm about to finish up my season of Wu-Tang.
I need to watch that show, man. What's it on?
Bro,
What's it on?
bro, yeah, bro.
I see you talking about Wu-Tang on the timeline yesterday, man.
I don't know how I slept on this shit. I just I completely forgot about it, right? And then the other day, maybe I saw an advert. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Because I hardly watch you. Right? It's one of those, you just pay to have it, but you don't really watch shit on it.
That's facts.
That's really what Hulu is. But then I'm like, all right, let me check out Hulu. I'm gonna do one quick spoiler, and really, this is how the first episode kicks off, and then this tells you how the show's gonna go. So the show, and I'm sorry to spoil this, but I want you to. So this will get you into it. The show literally starts out with Raekwon shooting up the projects where Ghostface Killer lives, and he almost killed Ghostface Killer. Raekwon almost killed Ghostface Killer and his brothers.
Oh, that was the type time. That was the type time them niggas was on back then, man. Okay.
Yeah, that's what this shit they were on.
Shit.
Project Wars. They were representing their projects. Raekwon was Park Hill. Ghostface Killer was Stenton. That motherfucker right from the get-go. Tech 9, unloaded in Ghostface Killer's apartment.
Oh shit.
That's how the show starts off. And and in the middle of it is RZA, because he's friends with both dudes. That's all I'm gonna say. At that point, yo, this shit is wild, bro. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just I can't. This gotta be made up.
I need to see that shit. I fuck around, believe it, man. I don't know. This sound kind of hard, man.
That's how it starts, bro. That motherfucker almost shot up Ghostface Killer. Fucking Raekwon. Them dudes. Half the time, them dudes are the ones rapping together.
Yeah.
How the fuck, bro? Yo, this shit is wild, bro. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. You gotta see this shit.
I ain't gonna lie, you did a good job excelling. Okay, hey, man, I'm gonna have to check that out. I got Hulu too. Shit.
Yeah. So that when I saw that's how the show started out, I was I'm like, I had to look up the character. I'm like, is that Raekwon? The character. I'm like, oh shit, this dude's playing Raekwon because he looks like Raekwon, the gold teeth and the gold tee. Yeah. So I knew it was Raekwon, but I wasn't sure because it didn't make sense. I'm like, yo, does he know he almost killed Ghostface and his baby brothers? And his baby brothers.
They saying this shit did really happen. Happen.
His baby brothers are handicapped. And I'm like, yo, I don't know how Raekwon's not dead. Yo, I don't know. Yo, so that right there, that right there is the temple that sets off the show. That's how the beginning of the show starts, right from the get-go. So that lets you know that's how a show starts. Oh boy, yo, they went through the worst, man. These dudes did not have it easy getting to where they get, bro.
I'm gonna have to add this to the list, man. Shit.
Yo, this shit is bad. I'm already at season 2, almost over. I couldn't stop watching it, man.
I need to watch that. I need to watch BMF. I ain't seen that.
Oh yeah. I heard that was good. But that Wu-Tang, bro, that's especially if you were I was a big Wu-Tang fan, bro. Huge Wu-Tang fan, back in the days, right? Because I grew up in that era and shit like that. Had the gold fangs, walking around Brooklyn with the gold fangs and everything. Huge fan, bro. So to see that shit, I was like, yo, this is crazy. It's crazy. Yo, they wildin', bro.
Hey, you heard about that? What they got a rumored Xbox RPG or Wu-Tang coming out? You heard about that shit?
So yeah, so I heard about that and stuff like that. Like they're working on a Wu-Tang. So I don't know if they're talking about the rap group or if they're talking about the actual kung fu flicks.
Oh, you think they talking about that?
Because everybody instantly thought of the rap group.
I definitely thought of the rap group at first. I definitely did.
Everybody forgot about the old kung fu flicks. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's like, how the fuck are you gonna make an RPG over a rap group? And I'm thinking, what the fuck are they talking about? Then I read the conversation. I'm like, bruh, y'all clearly didn't grow up on Saturday afternoon kung fu, bro. It's actual Wu-Tang is actual
bro.
Physics. That would be dope.
My aunt boyfriend, when she was back in the day, bro. This dude in his kung fu movies, bro. Oh my god.
Yo, but them shits is dope, man. I grew up on that shit too. Because they used to because this is the 90s, right? So I'm pretty much the same age as Wu-Tang in teenage years, right? On Channel 5 in New York, Saturday afternoon, it was all kung fu flick marathon. I don't know. This was the era where you only had 5 or 7 stations to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the TV with the rotary channel. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't got no HBO and none of that shit. So all you guys are TV, airwaves, and you got like 7 to watch. So Channel 5, for whatever reason, they do like a 2-3 hour Kung Fu marathon every Saturday afternoon. So me and my dad, we used to watch all that shit, bro. All of that shit, bro.
Yeesh.
Yo, it's just the vibe in New York, bro. New York was different back in those 90s, bro.
Good old days, man. Good old days.
Yo,
Right
that's
there.
it. It was simpler, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
We didn't have the social media bullshit, bro. Like if you talking shit, you're gonna get punched in the face.
Yeah, man. Like you say, ignorance is bliss, man. We ain't have all this fucking technology. Happier times, simpler times, man.
Everybody has a doctor's degree now in everything.
Oh man, everybody rich, everybody, bro. The motherfuckers you meet on the internet are the most, the most amazing man in the world. It's like everybody is the Dos Equis dude online, bro. It's like, God damn, bro, what can't you do? Shit.
Yo, I had dudes arguing Marine shit over me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yo, are you a Marine? Like, no, but mother, man, if you don't shut your ass up, like, fuck is you arguing me? I actually do this shit. Like, fuck is you talking about? Like, yo, everybody's an expert in everything, bro. Everybody knows everything. Everybody got money. Yo, you said it perfectly. Everybody's a Dos Equis guy, the most interesting man in the world.
Man,
I'm like, yo, this shit is funny, but that's the internet. One quick Google search, and that's it. You got that knowledge, bro, from a 2-minute Google search. You got that Google University degree. I'll say that's the worst, bro. I'll say that's the worst shit about the internet. You're arguing with subject matter experts that know everything, bro. Everything.
It's a lot of them, especially in the gaming space, man. It's a lot of them motherfuckers. Yeah.
You just gotta enjoy the fuckery, bro. That's why I take shit serious on Twitter, bro. Like on a podcast out here, I'll respect though, but on Twitter, man, fuck that. Motherfuckers asking me to be serious, I'll be like, hell no, I'll catch a heart attack. Man, fuck this. I'm with the fuck. Burn the shit. That's just me though.
No, that's facts though. That's facts. But let me see. How long we been on?
Right.
We've been almost going 2 hours, goddamn.
Well, I've been on an hour. I'm looking at my shit.
Yeah, it was like, the first half was like me talking, then like the second half was like, see, I like that. See, little 2 hours, we get this jack move doing the jack. Yeah, I like how this worked out, man. I definitely like, and I appreciate you for joining me because I did want to finish that conversation we was having earlier in them spaces, but I had to do some shit. Yeah, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And sometimes the spaces, it gets crazy in there, man.
Yeah, because there's so many people trying to get their shit off, and then like,
yeah. And some people talk like how they type. Like, man, you make
facts.
sense.
Facts.
Like, like the Twitter's translating verbally now. Like, wait a minute, this dude ain't making no sense. Twitter spaces, I hear some of the most craziest logical reasonings. I'm like, holy shit. Like, these dudes is off the hook. Like, I don't even like respond. I'm like, I'm gonna leave that shit alone, bro. Because sometimes you gotta know you're not gonna improve the conversation. You're gonna be dragged down and you're gonna look stupid right along with it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, let me just sidestep this combo and not get involved because I'm not gonna be associated with this combo because there's no fixing this. This shit is just, whoa. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Facts.
This shit's crazy, bro.
Man, you ain't never lied. Yeah, sometimes you be like, you'll see somebody tweet, you be like, damn, dude, kind of dumb as hell. But like, you'll see him in the space that you're gonna type, be like, what the fuck?
Like,
there wasn't no typo.
Yeah. Sometimes you give him the benefit of that. Like, maybe he just doesn't articulate in words. Some people just not good with writing paragraphs. Got it. But when they talk, you're like, oh shit.
Everything makes sense. Everything makes sense.
Whoa, like, okay. I'm like, yep. Like, bro, this community is crazy, man. It's just funny, man. I enjoy it because it's funny as fuck. Like, you can't help but laugh. Like, sometimes I wonder, like, man, like, how are you surviving in life?
Oh, bro, I swear, bro.
If this shit's fucking you up, like, bro, man, like, you must
some of these dudes cannot act like they do on Twitter in real. I refuse to believe it, bro. Like, some of y'all niggas too tough. Like, some of y'all too smart for your own good. Like, how are you really living, bro? Like, God damn.
Yo, I think there's no way like this in real life. It's impossible. There's no way you're getting by. Like, whoa.
At all, bro. Like, some of the shit, like, every time you disagree with somebody, I'll slap you in your fucking, like, God damn. You talk like that in person, bro? Okay, shit.
over a fucking video game conversation. Like, hey, I disagree. Who the fuck you disagree with?
Yeah.
I'll slap the shit out of you. Like, what? Imagine you're like in a boardroom or something, or like you're in job employment. Like, oh yeah, Mr. Wilson, yeah, we're gonna move on to a different idea because we don't agree with that. Bitch, I'll slap the shit out of you. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's how you respond? Or like in college, so you raise your hand, like the answer is this, and the professor's like, no, that's not correct. I'll slap the shit out of you. Like what? Like what?
I'll stomp you the fuck out, nigga. What the
What's up, fuck out? Fuck you, me, my papers in that.
Sir, what is
You better
that?
like, but like it's not even the same. Like, we're talking about Civil War. You wrote on World War II, bitch. You brought up the wrong topic. How about that?
That's a bad faith question. Like, huh? This how y'all really talk in person, my dude? Like, you're being disingenuous. These Twitter spaces, man, they gotta stop with some of these terms, man. They be going crazy.
Yo, would you allow me the latitude of completion? I'm like, man, you guys don't talk like this in real life, bro.
Oh yeah, they be using the big. I'm like, bro, the words you used didn't even make sense in the sentence, bro. Like, what you doing? God damn.
Oh man, God, I love it, bro. Oh my God, it's entertainment, bro. It's like free entertainment, bro.
They be killing me, dog. The niggas they come in there saying they on a scientific calculator, like, if you'll allow me to push back on your hypothesis, like, man, shut the fuck up, man. God damn. This dude is crazy.
Oh shit! All right, Jack, move, man. Because we'll be on this motherfucker all night, man. I gotta get this in Wu-Tang, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right,
appreciate
everybody. Thanks for rocking out. You know what I'm saying? Peace out. This is your boy Puertorock77. Your only friend these YouTube streets.
Yes, sir.
All right, later, player.
All right, fam. Shit, I think that's it, chat, man. We had a good conversation, I mean. I kind of want to, I still want to talk to Thrash, because we was disagreeing about the shit. And I still want to, I don't even know if I want to talk to, I keep forgetting this dude's name, bro. What is dude's name, bro? Guapzilla. Maybe we'll get Guapzilla on the channel. Maybe we'll get King Thrash on the channel, because we still got some, no, you know what? I'm not discussing this with Guapzilla. This motherfucker, he, like I said, he too far gone. King Thrash, I could talk to King Thrash, right? He cool. Puertorock, actually, me and Puertorock, we had a couple of disagreements, but we was actually pretty much agreeing. As you can see, we was pretty much agreeing with a lot of shit from earlier anyway, so I just wanted to finish the conversation, you know what I mean? So, get Guap, bruh. I know for a fact if I get Guap on here, it's going left, bruh. It's gonna go left, bruh, because Guap be saying too much crazy shit, bruh. Bruh, it's gonna go left. Y'all gonna think the shit funny. I ain't gonna think it's funny. But shout out to Guap, man. Shout out to Thrash. Shout out to everybody that was in the spaces earlier. I was in the Persona space earlier, and then when I came back, me and BG did spaces on the last one, so I don't know if he recorded it. Hopefully he recorded. It was a dope conversation. Both of these spaces today were dope conversations, man. I don't know if they recorded or archived or whatever, but definitely, if y'all got a way to go back and listen to them, I say try to check them out. Guap cool, what he do? Guap, he cool, but it's like, I don't want to be disrespectful. He just say a lot of dumbass shit, bro. Like, respectfully. How can you say that respectfully? Like, bro, you saying dumbass shit. Like, that's gonna be disrespectful, right? But he say a lot of dumbass shit, right? But I be agreeing with him on some stuff. Like, we agree on some of the games we like. We agree on... I remember we had got in an argument, right? Because I said Returnal wasn't really being discussed, right? I'm like, Returnal ain't really being discussed in the media between fans like that. And he was like, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. And this is in, like, November, right? So a couple of days after that, he tweeted me, he's like, Jack Move, I thought they weren't never talking about, I would say Reservoir. They're not talking about Return no more, Jack Move. What's going on? This motherfucker sent me an article from like, it's like 3 months to the day this article come out. I'm like, fam, you sent me an article from 3 fucking months ago talking about this game is still relevant in the news. He's like, first of all, it's not 3 months ago. I'm like, all right, add 7 days to it, nigga. Fuck is you talking? Like, what are we talking about? Come on, man. The dude is insane, man. He insane. I fuck with Guap though. He cool. Man, let me get up out here before I incriminate myself, man. JiggyMerch.com, get in tune. I seen a couple people mention the ski mask, man. I do still have the ski mask available. They're not on the website. Want a ski mask? DM me. DM me on Instagram, Twitter, PSN, wherever you can get in touch with me. DM me. I can get you a ski mask, all right? I do not have any more red ski masks. This is from the personal collection. I got all my personal ski mask in a bag. You see what I'm saying? I kept one. It's like a little Easter situation. I got plastic bags with all. These are my personal ski masks, okay? I sold out all the red, all right? Sold out of all the red, all right? But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all boys for watching. I'm about to get up out of here. Enjoy the rest of your eat. Oh, John Jadon. What to say? John, I'm finna call him Jen Dayton. It says, give BG the Yuttas and the special curve stomp execution on The Last of Us Part 3, and he's in there like a paid off reviewer. Hey, that's facts. That's facts. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all boys for rocking with me today, man. You know, good conversation. And that's it, man. I'm just rambling at this point. So I'm finna get the fuck up out of here, all right?